Okay, welcome back to Crusade on Candy Kingdom. I am Raven, the absolute best dungeon weaver to ever exist. And I am once again joined by... You can introduce yourselves.
Zack.
Trolli. Danielle.
And me again.
Yeah, he's here twice.
Yeah.
And
Musket. So, where we left off. I'm sure you don't need any reminder because we played 2 days ago.
Give me the rundown.
Okay. You guys all made it to Variety Bog after leaving Ilkdud and saying your goodbyes to the Gumption family, alongside borrowing Peepaw Hans' absolute favorite cow, Milky Way. You made your way through the remainder of the coastlands, into the plains, and into the massive city of Variety Bog, in which case you had a little bit of trouble getting into the city, but you managed to get through without losing any money. You then explored the city a little bit. Some people were drunk, some weren't, until you made your way to Club Caramel, which was owned by the previously met Funkin' Fudge and the guard slash bouncer, thank you, being the previously met Bohemian. So you had to reunite with some old friends. Within that place, the three of you each got a little bit of a different journey. Kit sat down with Bohemian, gave him more of an update on what's going on in terms of the heat and finding the cure. They tossed some ideas back and forth, and Bohemian gave him, put a device on his phone that let them track calls that the phone makes in an effort to see if the Queen was somehow in Variety Bog, or if someone listening in on the call was in Variety Bog or anything like that, but they could only discover the line between Kit's phone and the Queen. Meanwhile, Igneas, you sat at the bar for a little while, then went outside while it was raining to a man named Crag and had a bit of an existential crisis alongside him, and then went back to sitting inside the bar with Kit and Trolli. You hung out with Funkin' Fudge. You guys shared some fun words with each other, and then he told you, listen, I might not be able to help you get Ruby Sugar today. I might be able to help soon, but because of a lot of Trolli's unintentional flirting with him, you have been invited on a bit of a, I believe he put it, a party I wasn't invited to that he is going to be checking out tonight.
Hey.
So, we actually are going to resume almost right where we left off. It is currently like 11:30 at night. Kit and Igneas, you two are sitting at the bar, and Trolli, you just joined him. And the slime girl bartender sees you come up and nods and like, did you want anything?
I'm probably already drinking something again.
Yes, and once again, your alcohol isn't affecting you in any real way.
It just has a weird taste to it.
Can I get some whiskey or something?
Well,
What's the equivalent of
she looks you up and down. Yeah. Because this is the plains, there is no law, meaning there is no legal drinking age here. So she, fixes you up a whiskey and hands it to you. Do you want another drink?
Yeah, he'd probably be several drinks deep
So
at this point.
she'll hand you your drinks. She'll be progressively trying to offer Igneas because she understands I have other rock golems that drink here. They kind of just drink based on taste. So she's giving you the tour. Here's everything you could have because I know this doesn't affect you. And you guys just sit there for a couple hours? Do you tell them what you're doing?
Okay. Are they on either side of me or are they next to me?
I'm going to go ahead and say it is Igneas, Kit, you.
Okay. And I'll look over, kind of tap on the table, get their attention.
Turn to face you.
I hope that we didn't plan on leaving tonight or anything.
No.
Because I'll be out with Funkin' Fudge trying to find some root stones. He has us. There's a chance that we can get closer to finding what we're looking for.
What do you mean that only you?
He said that it's very dangerous and that he doesn't want two scary-looking guys, including Bohemian, to throw off anything.
Well, be careful.
Of course, I'm a tough little girl.
Fudge may already know about our escapades.
Our escapades?
What do you mean?
The things we're collecting.
Well,
Of course he does. I just told him.
You would know that Bohemian hasn't told him.
Oh, I thought...
He told you, like, when you were like, he was like, no, I haven't told anyone. Like,
Oh, right.
but now you know that Trolli told him.
Right.
I thought we weren't supposed to tell anyone.
I was kind of backed up into a corner and got caught lying.
Oh.
So I had to defend myself, and so I told him.
I told Bohemian because I trust him. I assumed he had told Fudge, but I guess not.
I mean, he does seem pretty trustworthy. They both seem pretty
Well,
trustworthy.
then I guess that, yes, that does speak to his trustworthiness if he didn't even tell Fudge.
Almost as if on cue, Fudge and Bohemian enter the bar behind you. Fudge kind of gives you like a on your shoulder and is like, "You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. You two boys enjoy yourselves."
Charlie.
She's gonna down the rest of it and then just hand it back.
He kind of like gives you like, wow, you said no to my beer earlier, but okay.
She got a little sad.
Kit is going to hand you his... we have 2 potions, right?
That's
I
your
only
inventory.
have 1 left. He's going to hand you his spare potion and say, just in case you need it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All
If you
right.
don't end up using it, you can bring it back to me.
Oh,
Kid.
I should do the same.
Well, hold your horses and Fudge like pats his jacket and he's like, I've got a few on me as well. I'll be happy to share if anything goes south. But this whole thing should be, if things go according to plan, pretty. Ideally, I don't need the potions.
But
Like
what if they don't go according to plan?
things
Well, then-
always go according to plan, big man.
Well, then we have me, and we have my healing.
Yeah.
Will you also take this potion of greater healing?
Just to make you feel better. I will.
You can give it back to me if you don't use it.
Of
the same
course.
as Kid.
And speaking of making you feel better, and Bohemian actually kind of like pats your shoulder a little bit, and he's like, "So, I take it you've been enjoying the bar."
More or less.
Right. Well, I know how tough it can be for our kind to have the luxury of intoxication. I don't drink myself, but Fudge here tries every day to get me to, and Fudge is like, goddamn right. And he's like, so, I actually have, he's like holding a barrel in his arm. He's like, I actually have this, very strong enough for you to perhaps get something out of it. You as well, kid, if you think you're man enough. He's like, I wasn't invited either. Yes.
I'll take some.
All right.
Y'all have a good boys' night.
We could share it with you if you like.
I don't drink. And it's like getting late at night. Some people are starting to come in. So he's like, I don't drink and I'm on the job. But when there isn't anybody causing a ruckus, I'm happy to sit with you. And I just figured, you two are going to be here tonight. You should enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you, it's appreciated.
And he will grab a mug. It's like a big boy mug. The mug that Fudge clearly keeps around to eventually push Bohemian to drink with him.
Yeah.
And he like opens the keg, pours it, puts it in front of you. A little gets on the floor, closes it again, and gives you this mug. And he's like, this drink doesn't really have a name. It's especially brewed to be really high in alcoholic content. And he'll do the same again. He gives you this mug that's a little big for you.
Kit's trying to repress things.
Right.
He's just gonna drink.
Do you drink it?
I'll start drinking it.
All right, both of you make me a con check, and you'll do it with advantage.
I have advantage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a con save?
Sure.
12.
Excuse me, 14.
Okay. You're kind of like, oh, like you're immediately getting a little like, but like, oh, that's what that's like, because you've already been. There's still already some in your system,
But
now there's
not
just a lot
enough to-
more. So
yeah.
you're like, this is what getting buzzed is like.
Yeah.
You feel like you got punched in the jaw really hard. Like it's like stronger than anything. It tastes almost like pure alcohol to you.
Right, it tastes like I'm drinking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. You like there's some other
Yeah, I'm
flavor in
drink-
there mixed in.
I miss Fudge.
And Bohemian will turn to you and just, I'd offer you some, but you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
And he'll...
I appreciate the thought, though.
He'll actually set the barrel down in front of you, Igneas. And like, again, I don't drink. If you want to take this with you, have as much as you'd like tonight. It's on me, everything. You guys have rooms as well.
Oh, thank you.
When Fudge is busy escapading, and there's a quick like, when I'm what? Like that, like, when I'm doing what now? I keep the place in pretty nice order. I will make sure there's rooms for the three of you.
I don't know how he lives without you.
It's a great question. Like,
He's like, yeah, glad someone else is finally saying it.
Yeah. And then he will leave the barrel with you. It's entirely up to you if you want to keep it. You will not run out tonight.
Right.
It's entirely up to you if you want to keep it.
Try not to get alcohol poisoning, guys.
What's that?
Don't drink too much.
Narlin, we should get going.
All right, let's go.
As that existential question, we cut outside to get. I'm not gonna answer. To get.
I was gonna ask because I don't know.
To Fudge and Trolli exiting the club. Do you have blood? And after a moment of awkward silence, we cut to the outside of the club.
That is how that scene should play out in a film, but do I?
No. It doesn't make like. Listen, we don't question shit around here.
Okay,
right?
fair enough.
This is a question-free table.
Okay.
Anyway, I have lots of questions.
Okay. So you're walking outside with Fudge. He like pulls his scarf up a little bit. He's still kind of dressed the same as he normally is, and he's like, "All right, listen, Sweet Pea. Anything you need to do before we go, or do you want to back out?" I'm letting you know right now, if you do this, you are not getting a long rest like they are tonight. You get a short rest.
I'll have to live with it.
Alrighty then. It's a little bit of a walk. We might get there early. I don't really know how this is going to go. I just have an inkling that this is happening from a pretty reliable source in that. And he starts leading you down a couple streets, and eventually you duck down an alley. And he's just quietly walking in front of you while you two make your way.
I'm going to try to be as close as I can just so I don't lose him.
Right. And he's like kind of whistling now and then. Like, he's clearly done this before, and he clearly knows his way around places that aren't just the main streets. And he turns to you and he's like, I know I didn't make it very clear earlier, but again, I am very sorry about your siblings.
It's so bad. I only wish I could have been there to save them, that's all.
Right. I understand. You know, I don't have much in the vein of family, but you know, I would hate to lose anyone that I care that much about. So I just, you know, now that we're not sitting around talking deals or making plans, I wanted to formally, as best he like kind of like does his hat a little bit, as best a man in my cow can, apologize.
Well, I very much appreciate it. That means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm. It is still raining a little bit. Not as hard as when Igneas went outside it. Not that you would know, but like it's not. It's like more of a drizzle now.
Okay.
And he kind of looks up and he's like, he looks back at you. He like grabs at his scarf and he's like, "Do you want?" It's awfully wet out here.
Sure. Why not?
All right. He turns away from you, takes the scarf off, takes his bomber jacket, zips it up so he still has a nice cool collar that like it's like a turtleneck, so it keeps him a little same thing, and just kind of drapes the scarf over you and then throws one side over your shoulder, and he's like, "Do with that what you will."
Thank you.
And he looks a little nervous to give it to you, and then turns around and keeps walking. Roll me a perception check, I guess.
That's an 8.
It's cozy, it's warm.
Well, she just kind of adjusted a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then do you still have the lock-in on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wondering. Okay, so eventually, he like, you're walking past this like big, kind of shitty looking warehouse, and as you go to walk past like the gate of it, like as if he's walking this way past the gate, he instead kind of like sidesteps, spins into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just on the other side of this fence now.
Okay.
A little bit of a Michael Jackson move.
Yeah, a little bit of just like a very, very quickly and smoothly entering this gate to this yard with a big empty warehouse.
Okay.
Can only assume you follow him in.
Well, yeah, I'll follow him. Not nearly as cool, but
Right.
I just walk in.
Well, nobody's as cool as fucking Fudge.
No.
Of course not. Thank you, big man. And so he's like rubbing at his chin, looking at this big building, and he's like, all right, we gotta get in there. But careful. I don't know if there's anyone inside just yet.
Right.
Roll me a perception check.
That is a 9.
Okay. So with a 9, you can see that this building's pretty fucking big. On the outside of it, there's a lot of crates, a few of those big metal containers, but a lot of just wooden crates. It is multi-storied with a balcony at one point, a big front door, and with a 9, you can see that like there are windows on the second, like on the balcony that you could potentially use.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still just kind of looking around of like, what am I gonna do here? Like, I don't know. I've never been here before. Like, you got any ideas there, Sweet Pea?
Well, what about the windows?
Windows, right? Not a bad idea.
Unless they're locked from the inside.
We can try 'em.
Why not?
All right, he'll kind of go over to the overhang, and he'll be like, "Here's what we're gonna do." He takes his whip and he hands it to you. He's like, "I'm gonna boost you up there, and then you're gonna let that fall down, and I'm gonna climb up it."
All right.
All right, and he does that, like hunches down and does that.
She gingerly tries not to hurt him, but she'll climb up on him and.
And he'll go to toss you up. Make me an athletics check.
Athletics?
Mhm.
That's a 10.
Not acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
I'd rather it be acrobatics because it's a 15.
With the 15, you'll grab onto it, and you pull yourself over. And he'll be there like, alrighty, toss it down.
And then-
You'll get a little nervous if you take like an extra second because he's like, nah, my fucking whip.
She'll unravel it. She'll make sure that the handle of it is down there,
Mhm.
and she'll like wrap the other end around her hand to hold onto it.
Make me a strength check. Or save.
Mother. It's an 8.
As soon as he gets like halfway up, it falls out of your hands and he falls on his ass with the whip.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, you're good.
I don't have rope.
Do you have rope?
Everybody should have rope. Every single pack comes with 50 feet of rope.
I have rope.
Then you can use your rope if you'd like.
Is there anything up here that I could like tie it to for
There's
stabilization?
like the balcony.
Is it like actually able to like tie it on?
It's
something?
kind of like you can, but it's kind of shitty and rusty. You can try.
And I'll just wrap it around my hand again. And I'll toss the other one side down there.
All right, you got me this time, right?
Oh, we're gonna hope so.
Funkin' Fudge does not much like his ass being this sore, but he will. Okay, he'll go back on and start climbing again. Roll me a strength check.
That is. Do you want the answer? It's a 5.
He falls again.
Yeah.
Dear God,
You know you have luck points, right?
And the rope. You
Oh,
get
I-
really bad rope
I can
burn.
use-
in your
I
hand.
can use
If
a
you
luck
would
point.
like to use a luck point, you can. Matter of fact, re-roll your luck numbers since you guys never use them.
Oh, you're
Never-
right.
I haven't been making you because you don't use them.
I'm sorry.
87.
I forgot.
77.
I can't use a luck point.
Yeah.
I got 25.
You could try if you want to use a luck point. You have 3.
Fine, let's try using a luck point. This is not gonna work, you know that, right? I can't believe that fucking worked. That's a 17.
Okay, so for a second, the rope like, and you catch it again, and it hurts your hands a little, no big deal. Oh, whew. Thank you there, sweet pea.
I'm so sorry for dropping.
Oh, you're completely fine. I understand. It's shaking hands, and he holds up his own and shakes him a little bit. Like, I get it.
Yes, shaky hands.
And he like, all right, Windows, okay. And he leaves you to bundle up your rope again.
Yeah.
And he like tries to look through it, shrugs.
Is it like a one-way window, or can we see through
You can
it?
see through it. It's dark in there, but you can see through it. He's like, there you go, here goes nothing. And he goes to open it.
And the alarm goes off. Bleep, 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 bleep.
And the luck check decrees that it is unlocked. That worked better than I thought it would.
That odd that they just leave their windows unlocked.
You know how he steps in and then like offers you his hands.
So she'll take both and kind of like go inside.
Right. And he carries you in and closes the window behind the two of you. Alright, it's dark in here. You're now on like the second floor of a very dark warehouse. And essentially it's just like imagine I'll draw it up.
I mean, I can see, correct?
You can see it's dim lighting. Neither one of you are just blind. It's
Right.
just a little dark and gloomy in here.
Okay.
It's essentially a big square room.
It's a big ass room.
Well, it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
It's a little off where I meant it to be, whatever. And then so this outer square is a balcony that overhangs. This is just as big.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this is a second layer.
It's just over it.
And you would know from coming in. There's a front door there.
Okay.
So you guys are now like right around here. I'll even put a mini for him. Matter of fact, he's gonna be a fucking limited edition Hershey Kiss. There's one thing about me, it's that I'm definitely limited edition.
Was that
He's
so?
also technically pink chocolate or reddish at
Yeah.
least.
So he's gonna kind of like
Is it strawberry flavored?
wipe his hands off, look around, peek over the balcony, and he's like, "Well, looks like got some time to kill." He'll kind of saunter over and lean on the balcony, pat his pocket, take out a lollipop, take out 2 lollipops, and he'll offer you one if you want one.
Sure, she'll take one and then she'll like stand next to him. So, what are we waiting on?
I don't know. I know there's a meeting here,
Waiting for something to
and I
happen?
know no one's here.
Right.
So the tried and true Funkin' Fudge method is wait for someone to show up who looks important and see if they're less important than me or not.
That must be pretty hard to come by then.
Not as hard to come by as I'd like. There's some people who are more important than me. Plenty of others that think they're more important than me. You know.
Right.
Well, you wouldn't know. You don't live here like I do.
Yeah.
What's it like down in your? I've never been to the coasts.
Oh, you should go. It's relaxing.
Yeah. Probably more relaxing than the Empire. That's where I grew up.
You grew up in the Empire?
What, do you think I grew up here?
That's not what I said.
He like gives a chuckle. Yes, I did grow up in the Empire.
Interesting. So how'd you find yourself in the plains?
Ran away from home a couple of years ago. Made my way here. I was about 19 at the time. You know, nice ripe age to have a young and leave home. You know, survived out here for a little bit. Can't say I did much more, but I had stuff I wanted to do, and I'm still doing them. And, you know, running Club Caramel, that helps pay the bills when I need them paid.
She looks a little solemn. Do you regret running from home?
Do I regret? That's an interesting question. And he, like, I miss my mama and my dadda. That's for sure. I like them. But overall, no. I don't think I do. I think sometimes the person... He's like clearly kind of struggling with how much... Because he likes you, but he doesn't want to say too much. Sometimes the person takes on things perhaps bigger than themselves. And sometimes those things are pretty important. And I don't regret taking on those responsibilities. What about you? I mean, you're cooking at home.
That's very admirable of you. I can't really say this, that I'm as admirable.
I'm sure you've done plenty of admirable things in your life there, sweet pea.
I ran away from home as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you run away for?
I wanted to help my town because of all the little monsters running around and people disappearing, and we're just a little defenseless town. So I decided that I had enough and I wanted to go find somebody to help me with it.
Did you have any luck with that?
Clearly not. My sisters are dead.
Right. Apologies.
My brother's missing. My parents are missing.
Fuck.
Right. I apologize, man. I should have. He is kind of playing with the brim of his hat. I should have had a bit more tact there. I apologize.
She pats his back and rubs it. She says, "No, it's okay. It is all good."
Well, I'll tell you what. Not that I'm much older than you, but life's going to throw a lot of things your way. Sometimes might get, a little lonely, but you look capable. You'll be fine.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to think that I am doing my best.
Right. Well, I think if I might infer, I remember you mentioned some other members of your family that are still with us, and I'm guessing. And they sound like they love you very much.
Well, one of them does. I know for a fact.
I'm sure many of them do.
My parents did not love me.
Well, what about your other family? I'm sure you have others in your life.
My grandparents love me dearly. They're still here, thank the heavens.
There you go. I can't relate to that, but I think it's good to have familial ties.
You don't have any ties with anybody you see as family?
Well, I am prepared to never see my mom and my dad again, and
What's stopping you from going to see them?
he 1,000-yard stares for a second. Nothing. But I might not see him for a long while yet, and never want to see my father again, so,
Is everything good there?
No, my father and I do not get along.
Well, that's something that we have in common then. What happened?
It's a bit of a long story.
And I have time to kill.
Well, there's a lot wrong with the way some people think. As I'm sure you know, a lot of Choclatins, for example, think pretty lessly of rock golem people.
Yes.
My father has a lot of views like that. Luckily, my father was not the man who raised me, so I was raised better than that. But he and I don't see eye to eye on most anything.
Well, that is a shame, but
Well, it's fine. You don't got to talk about it. I don't want to bore you.
I promise I am not bored. We share a lot of things, and we can trade if you like. But I'm not going to make you talk about things you don't want to talk about.
No,
But it also sounds like you need to talk about it.
right. But I'll tell you what. He smirks a little bit and blushes and looks away. I ain't ever talked to no pretty young thing this long before, so not really in a rush for it to end.
I'm sorry, what pretty little thing? You mean you? You must be
Don't
talking about
you
you.
dare say that.
Because there's nobody else here. It's certainly not me.
I think you're mighty pretty. Anyway, he's like,
She's like a red gummy now.
look, I got, Fudge has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
I would imagine.
Stuff that you and your friends couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I could imagine the unimaginable.
Could you now?
There's a lot of things I'm still learning every day.
Right. Well, there's a lot in this world to fight against. Some things are harder than others, and I'm just trying to do what I can to contribute.
And it's very nice of you.
Thank you. Nobody. He scrunches his eyebrows for a second. Nobody but Bohemian actually knows what I'm doing, so it's not often to get any kind of praise for it.
Well,
so thank you.
by the looks of it, and by the sounds of it, you are due for a lot of credit that sounds like you haven't gotten. You know, you ran away, you started your own life, that's already hard. I know for experience that's really hard.
Yeah.
You have a successful business, I would imagine it's successful, based
Pretty
on the
successful.
size and the population side. And then you have a very good best friend by your side. You seem to be doing pretty good for yourself.
I guess you're right.
And not everybody can do that. And that alone is pretty commendable. You should be proud of that.
Right. He looks up. He's pondering a lot of things in his head. Right. Thank you, Trolli.
Of course.
He stops in the damn thing and he stands up straight and it's been a while since I opened up in any real way. Apologies that I'm still kind of apprehensive around you.
I mean, it's all fun and fun.
Right. Well,
Is it still raining?
it's still like you can hear.
Right.
On,
Was
like,
it
the
like the
window.
same amount of rain as
Yeah,
well?
it's just a drizzle.
She'll like look up, be like, "Did you want this back? It's not nearly as horrible."
Oh, you can keep that for me. And he gestures towards like his turtleneck and like, I still look pretty cool without it.
I mean, you do look pretty nice with it.
Roll me another perception check.
14.
As you tug on like the scarf to kind of offer it back and it loosens around your neck, how do I best describe this? You feel you can't pinpoint what exactly you feel. You feel almost heavier. You're gonna know what I mean. You feel almost more visible. You feel like hypothetically you would no longer get advantage on stealth checks, that kind of thing. Pure hypothetical there. And then as you tighten it again, you don't feel like that anymore. You get advantage on stealth checks while you're wearing this scarf.
Interesting.
But he's like, I still got a turtleneck. I look plenty cool. Thank you. Might I ask you a question that I
Of course, I've been
sometimes
asking you questions all along.
sometimes struggle with?
Sure.
What would you do if you knew somebody was doing something wrong and you had to stop them, but the only real way to do it was to do something wrong yourself?
Well, I guess that kind of depends on the weight of the wrong.
Right.
Because if you can justify one wrong with another wrong, and that first wrong is worse than the wrong you're gonna do, however, in smaller terms, because I struggle with words sometimes, for example, if I found out that like Kid was doing something really, really bad, like, oh, I couldn't even tell you, like murdering people, kind of bad.
Right.
And my only solution was to maybe murder him to stop all the other murders. It would be a very hard weight to carry. It'd be a hard decision, especially. But if I don't commit that wrong, then the other wrongs don't stop.
Right. He like sounds a little hoarse in the throat. Like he didn't look like he was listening to you, but he was. Right. Right.
And that's my personal opinion. That's the gumption opinion.
Well,
2 wrongs don't make a right, but if it prevents further wrongs, then it's justified.
well, gumption does not sound like a bad name to have. Certainly better than mine, so.
What are you talking about? Funkin' Fudge is a pretty nice name.
Funkin' Fudge ain't my real name.
Well, what is your real name?
He like debates it for a second. Glances over at you. Richter.
What did he say?
Richter. Richter.
Richter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And so why do you go by Funkin' Fudge?
Well, you come to the plains, you gotta make a name for yourself, pick something catchy and fun.
Well, Richter does sound pretty cool, too.
Thank you, sweet pea. Takes off his hat, flops it onto your head. Looking at me a little too cute just then. It's roughing you up a bit.
I'm sorry, I'm what?
What?
I'm looking at you how?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about what?
He like goes to tilt his hat and it's not there.
I'm sorry, were you trying to do this?
Yes, I was.
Oh,
It looks good on you.
oh well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's got that Funkin' Fudge flavor to it.
Right. Pretty fun flavor. Not as nice as that gumption bloating, though, by the sounds of it. You speak pretty highly of your family.
They're very good. It's a very nice name to have. I'm proud of that name.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous of it.
What are you talking about?
It just seems like a nice family.
They are a pretty nice family. She looks a little sad.
I'm sorry, was that insensitive?
No, it just sometimes I miss them, but I have to.
Real quick, I'm rolling to see like how long you're allowed to talk to him, and you just keep rolling really high. So like that's why he's able to. That's why you have this time to talk to him.
I just have to keep them alive in my memories. That's all.
Keeping someone alive in your memories ain't the worst idea I've ever heard.
It helps with the sadness sometimes.
So, what do you think you're going to do after you finish helping out the queen?
I haven't really thought about that. Kind of like to just let life lead me as it goes.
Right.
I don't really like planning.
Right. Well, you know, Bohemian and I have our own little duty that we are trying to get done. And if you ever felt like helping, I would not be opposed to having you around.
What are you and Bohemian doing that you would need my help for?
Roll a persuasion.
I'm gonna murder this dice. That's what I'm gonna do.
Use the blue one.
They're both being terrible. That's a 4.
Don't you worry about it. It's stuff.
Okay.
Dangerous stuff.
Well, if it's dangerous, you need to be careful.
No. Fudge will be just fine.
Well, consider me part of your family now. I'm very worried about you, so please be careful.
Because I'm part of the family now.
Well, no, everybody's got to have a family. Everybody's got to have people that care about them. You're a very trustworthy person.
Alright.
And by the sounds of it, actually, you sound like a good person. So,
I'd like to think so.
I'm sure you are.
Between you and me, when you were at the castle, you didn't happen to take anything, did you?
What do you mean?
No. There's a lot of things in that castle, and I don't mean to call you a thief, but
Well, what are you looking for? Sounds like you're looking for something.
I asked you first.
I guess that's fair. Well, I have a bag with a tent and some supplies for traveling. She like pats her bag. She remember she gave it to Kit. Like I did have a phone that led to the like you call the queen with, but I don't have that on me.
Anything else?
Well, no, I didn't touch anything.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
I mean, like there were lots of cool things to look at, but
And as you guys are just chattering about that, a light comes on, and you hear like the front. It's one of those big like roll open doors. Are they here yet? Like you hear people just chatting, and from the front door, you start grabbing some minis. Comes out.
Groot? Oh God!
No.
Shit, we're gonna die.
Are they here yet? I'm Groot.
Into here walks in a like Twizzlers man, accompanied by 2 marshmallow-looking guys. One of which is the man you 2 met when trying to, or you 3 met while trying to get into
Okay.
Variety Bog. And Fudge like, alright, and he like leans in. Droga, like he clearly knows that guy. And as they're kind of standing there, like I'm actually gonna switch these 2. This one is the one he's looking at,
Okay.
like the one leaning. And Droga's over here like. We had an agreed meeting time. I don't know where those fools think they are. What did you say you were doing again? Earlier today? And this guy's like, I was trying to earn us a bit of money for this deal. And how'd that go? Not so good. They were friends of Fudge. Oh, so that fucker Fudge came up and Fudge was like, man, I should have. I knew he was with you. Like, no,
Nice.
Fudge was not there, but, you know, Fudge tends to associate himself with pretty able-bodied people, and Fudge kind of, like, nudges you, like, hey, you are pretty good.
And she's like just stare at the one she recognized and be like, look at him.
Right. And I wasn't able to get any gold off of them. I'm sorry, Droga. And Droga, like, slaps his arm, and he's like, don't let it happen again. Shortly thereafter, a big door on this side, because it's a big way, whatever, opens up. And Droga's like, finally! It's been like 5 minutes at this point. Like, finally, we had agreed to be here at this time. We need to make this quick. I don't understand why you're not punctual. In walks... not Dot. In walks 3 Choclatins. Each like kind of just casually
You can eat
strolling.
another one at any point.
No, thanks.
Just not to say.
They all just stroll in. They're like, apologies. It's a long way here. And Daroga's like, yeah, I know it is. He's got like a little bit of a southern, but like not much. I know it is. That's why I wanted you to go there instead of me. Right, well, we tend to be pretty busy. What is it you wanted? We weren't scheduled to meet for another week. And Daroga puts his hands in his pockets and starts pacing because he's a fucking villain. You know what I mean? He's like, well, you know, there's been a bit of a ruby sugar shortage. And as of late, we've been paying your group to go into those underground canyons to get the stones for us and grind them up and supply me and my competitors sugar for us to then sell. And the leader here, the leader of the chocolate, there's a dark chocolate one. The leader of the dark chocolate, there's a mouse like scurrying around.
Sorry.
He's like, yeah, I don't understand why we're doing this a week early. We haven't had a chance to go do it yet. And Drew's like, I'm getting there. My offer to you, instead of grinding up the stones to speed up the whole process a little bit, just give them to me. And that way, I'll grind them up, be able to make more money doing more of the process myself, and none of my competitors get any. And the Choclatin is like, why the fuck would I do that? That doesn't benefit me in any real way. Hold yourself, Jesse. I've heard rumors that your leader ain't someone you're really agreeing with. The dark Choclatin you now know as Jesse is like, the 100 grand remains fine, thank you. Are you sure about that? Because you seem to be spending an awful lot of time here in the plains and not over there in the Empire. He's like clearly a little like, he agrees with him, but he's not allowed to.
Yeah.
The 30 Order is a subset that's entirely dedicated to making money outside of the Empire to avoid legal troubles. I already know that. What I'm offering you is to just come work for me here in the plains, make your own money, never have to worry about any laws again. Meanwhile, you and Fudge are still up here just carefully like, oh fuck, like, there's shit going on.
Yeah.
You can roll me a history check.
I'm gonna murder every dice today. Every single
Do you
one.
want some of mine?
Nope. You said history?
Yes.
It's a 7.
You have no idea what the 100 grand or the 30 Order or anything like
No,
that
yeah.
is.
Holly only recognizes the 100 grand.
Yeah. And Fudge is like, Trolli, if we let that happen, it's going to get a lot harder for us to get our your root sugar.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I know you don't know who Daroga is, but let me quickly inform you. Remember earlier when I mentioned that there are some people who are either stronger than me or think they're stronger than me?
We're whispering, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer to think of him as the thinks he's stronger than me, but some people view him as the stronger than me type of man.
Right.
And so I'm satisfied just rubbing my club. He runs a lot more than that, and if he gets all the ruby sugar, it's going to be a good while before I can get you any. Tune back into the conversation going on. Jesse is like, even so, tempting as your offer may or may not be, that still leaves me without my 29 men. They would just work for you. And on top of that, our leader would then hunt me. It's not a very safe offer. And Daroga is like, I know. I would offer you protection, and I would allow you to still control those 29 men. But you answered me, and only when I need you. If I don't need 30 of y'all, I'll let you do what you want to do here in Variety Bog. There's plenty to do. If you want to go fuck up that dumbass Club Caramel, you can. And Fudge is like, son of a bitch. I worked hard on that goddamn club. I knew he would be fucking mad at me the day I wanted out of him in a game of cards. Roll me a perception check.
Blue dice, I swear to God. Okay, soft 20.
Okay. You hear thunder in the distance.
No.
And Daroga's, they're kind of just shouting back and forth now. The two guys behind them are kind of just dicking around. I have no business being a part of this deal, so... And Daroga... Look. I don't mean to put pressure on you, but I do need an answer today. Why is that? You said yourself, we're all scheduled to meet up next week, including that son bitch Fudge. And if he gets wind of this deal, he's going to put a stop to it. I don't know why, he doesn't do much of the Druid himself, but I know he at least likes making money. And Fudge is like, yeah, and on top of that, I'm trying to help this sweet pea over here. Fudge turns to you. Sweet pea, you stay here.
Where are you going?
Just, no matter what happens, you stay right up here. You keep that scarf on.
No. You need to stay right here. Where you going?
It's gonna be ages before we can get you any of that ruby sugar down there if you want any of it. If we let this happen, if I go down there, rough them up a little bit, maybe prove that I am indeed stronger than them to some of these people, we're all good. I can get you ruby stones, which is what, if I remember correct, you even actually need. And you don't even have to roll. It is the stone you need.
No, I know.
If you get the sugar, it isn't gonna do much for you.
Oh. She's going to cast Good Berry, and she's going to make 10 little berries. She's going to take the hat off, put them in the hat, and hand the hat back to him. Those berries will help you if you need it. And I'm here to help you if you need help.
He holds the hat, takes one of the berries, pops it in his mouth.
The berries give him health, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each berry gives you 1 health. It's an action to use made them as you want.
Yeah, but he pops one in his mouth. See you in a bit. And he starts heading towards the staircase in the corner.
Am I allowed to hold an action?
Sure.
Okay. I'm basically going to hold an action until I feel like I need to intervene. Okay.
What action are you holding?
I want to cast Spike Growth whenever I feel like I need to.
He gets kind of towards the staircase, looks back at you, tips his hat, heads downstairs. I realize this is a lot of me talking to myself.
It's fine.
So Fudge just strolls in like he fucking owns this warehouse. Well.
Can I also move to the corner?
Yeah, if you want. Do you want to stay on the balcony or do you want to stay at the top of the stairs? You can't do both.
I'm going to stay at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so move yourself like fully in the corner.
Right here?
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Fudge. How'd you figure out this was happening? Well, one of your schmucks owed me a bit of a favor. Let me in on this little shindig. Which schmuck? That Kyle feller, the one that took my whip in a game of cards. He's somehow still alive. I kind of hoped he would die, but stopped by the fucking...
Kyle died.
No, he's the one.
No,
you
he's
let
the one
go.
who got away.
like one of the first combats. He's the one you let go. Yep, stopped by for another drink the other night. Told me he owed me a favor because I didn't let him die. I don't know what made him think I deserved any credit for that, but he did believe it. And long story short, here we are. And Daroga's like, Where's your friend? My friend? Yeah, the big... What was that disgusting man? Bohemian? Yes, my friend, Bohemian, right? He has a moment of, right, Bohemian. Well, I figured, he was a little big to sneak in here. So if you were so dedicated to being sneaky, and then as they're arguing like, fuck you, no, fuck you, like that kind of thing. Jesse over here is like, so this was a setup then? No, I assure you this wasn't a setup. Actually, yeah, he was setting you up. Don't listen to anything he said. Shut the fuck up, Fudge. That's funkin' to you. Like, it's just turning into more chaotic.
What?
She
There's
was
nothing
trying.
there.
No. She was trying to knock down the curtain.
Jesse is like, Daroga, tell you what. And Fudge is like, oh, here we fucking go. I know that's a deal-making voice, because I always use that deal-making voice.
Yeah.
What do you need, Jesse? I will happily do business with you to eliminate your competitors. You go ahead and eliminate one of them right now. Alright, now, Daroga, I realize you and I have had our differences, but, and then he just fucking sucker punches him.
I love it.
So at this point, he's here. These guys, I'm going to just click. They're dicking around in a corner. They're dicking around over here. This guy's here. Roll for initiative just in case you do join.
Well, can I set my hold action off?
Yeah.
Where are the staircases that he exited from?
So the staircase is like these two squares here. It starts up here. You go to this square. You're on the bottom floor now.
So this is where it would come out.
Yeah. This is like, there's no walls here. Once you're down the stairs, you're just visible.
Right.
I got it. You're dead now.
Shit.
I'm sorry if this is boring for the two of you.
No,
No, it's not. This is awesome.
Oh, sorry. It's like watching a movie.
So then there's like not a wall here.
No. That's just
It goes- it, like,
it's
goes
an
all the way-
overhang. Yeah,
Okay.
it's an overhang.
So then my spike growth. Can I cast that when like in spaces people are standing?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast it between this square, his square, this square, and this square.
Go ahead and you can draw that in. I'm going to roll for initiative for all these guys.
Is it 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter?
20-foot radius. So let me redo that.
Yeah, so it's basically it's an 8x8.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Right? Because it would be okay. I understand. Okay. Be 4 by 4 squares, correct?
8x8.
8 by 8 squares.
Yeah, because you choose a point and then it goes 20 feet out from that point
okay.
in every direction. It's fucking huge. Spike growth is amazing.
I want it to end right in front of fucking Fudge. So 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it just covers that entire fucking thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
If you have to go over those black lines, unless you have any intention of going back upstairs, you can ignore those black lines for the rest of this. Which I don't know why you would.
I'm. Okay.
Okay. I'm also
So,
just going to go ahead and get
That
rid
is
of
a
that.
really big area.
Yeah, no, spike growth is amazing.
Fuck.
Okay, so they should all be inside of it, meaning they all need to. It is difficult terrain. A creature that is in it or moves within the area takes 1d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
It's difficult terrain, meaning that they take double movement to move through it. That does not mean that they take 2d4 with every step, but yeah.
It is just for every 5 feet they take a d4 damage.
Okay.
And then I will, I mean, I can't
Does
do
that
anything. That
include?
is my hold action.
Does that include you?
What?
If you, well, you take damage.
Yes, it
Yeah, if
also includes
anything
fudge.
is in it.
Okay.
But it's stopped right in front of him.
Right,
so.
okay.
And it is visible.
Right. Okay, so it's just spikes.
It's just
and
a
shit.
bunch of like.
It's just spikes and shit coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Just to be safe, roll me initiative. Just in case you do jump into this.
19 plus. I'm at 23.
You definitely go ahead of anyone, so it makes sense that your thing. Even
Yeah.
like, I know it was a reaction, but like.
But now you can do like the whole rest of your.
So if you want to do anything here, you can.
Okay.
Spike growth, I believe, is a concentration, by the way.
It is concentration. Yes, up to 10 minutes, which should be this whole fight. Or should last. I'm still not visible, correct? But I can see.
You're not visible because they haven't bothered to look. Oh, actually, make me a stealth check with advantage. Because you have the scarf on.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you the scarf is kind of like flowing over you. It's a lot bigger on you than it is on Fudge, so it's almost like a cloak. And you're in the corner of like, there's one lamp swinging in the middle here, and you're under an overhang.
Okay.
So they have not noticed you yet.
Okay, dog.
So as all that shit comes out of the ground, and they have no idea where it came from, Fudge is like, I definitely did that. I don't know how. Definitely isn't anyone else in here. That is my new power from my whip.
Damn it, motherfucker.
Apparently, scratching out half my name created some kind of eldritch spell.
Made me Vanny Fudge. Made me Spacky Fudge. You know those little bits that are in the fucking crunch bars? I have access to those. That's what this is.
Sorry, I'm looking.
No, you're okay.
Do you have Thorn Whip?
I do.
You could drag people through your thing and it does damage. I like druids.
Would you like my gang meeting?
Yeah!
A gang you might know the name of. That's apparently having some trouble over the past few years.
Yeah.
So much that there's a subsect, the 30 Order, that doesn't even really hang out with them anymore. And kind of wants to defect.
Ever since that Kit guy left, we've been in shit.
How is Fudge looking? He looks fine.
Fudge looks completely fine.
Okay, just double
Well, 'cause
check.
Kit, he hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah, nothing's
Yeah.
happened yet.
No, yeah,
The sucker
I'm
punch
more-
was just for flavor.
Okay.
And it was
Yeah,
Fudge
yeah.
doing it anyway.
Okay.
Fudge was like, listen, we can talk this out like, man.
I was just double checking. There's not a whole lot I can do. I guess,
We can just talk this out like, man. This is really fun for me.
Oh, I know it is. I'm having
I
fun.
kind of want to play the villains.
If you guys would like to control the smaller ones, you can.
Nice.
I will,
I'll control these two.
the only ones you can't control. Or, better yet, you two can control these two.
Okay.
I don't know what they do.
They're veterans.
Cool.
Nice.
I know what they do.
Do you want the stat block?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you want the stat block? Then?
I can just pull it up.
Okay, so I'm not too concerned about being hidden
Right here.
anymore because I technically already announced that I'm there even though they can't see me with my nat 20.
Even though he tried to be like, that was me, that was definitely no one else.
No, yeah, definitely. Did not just call me out. And then you said that these 3 squares,
Danielle, I can send you the link if you want.
Oh yeah, just do that.
you said that like these 2 and these 3 squares all the way down here, that's all open.
Yeah,
And
and
so-
this is really supposed to be like straight across.
No, I understand. That's why I said 2.
Yeah.
So I will. Can't do bark skin because I already did fight growth. I wouldn't know if he's like arranged or anything.
No, you don't know what he is.
Okay. Then the best thing I can do is turn into a bear.
Okay.
So I get to be a bear.
You're a big gummy bear now. But they still know you're there.
Yeah.
You're a bear wearing a scarf.
Nice. Let's see.
A barf.
D&D bear. Okay. And then I technically could move. I don't know if I want to move. I'm still on the top of the stairs, right?
Yes.
And then this would be off the stairs.
You are like at the bottom of the staircase. That would be off the stairs.
Okay, then I'm just gonna move. I'll just stay at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. So, first of all, I need to pull some things up really quick. So give me a second. Technically, I should have been doing this entire time, but
I was about to say,
didn't.
you should have been doing that the whole time.
I'm a shitty DM. I understand.
Do they have both the melee and ranged thing?
Only melee. All they have is melee.
Okay.
There's a couple of things I need to pull up. Even like multitasking on my tablet is proving this to be a little difficult because I have to have a character sheet, stat blocks, and like a board. Fuck it, I need like a piece of paper. Hand me one of those. Because normally I can just have stat block and like Procreate, but I have to have Fudge's character sheet pulled up because Fudge does have a sheet. You. I need you.
I just want to make a card for Fudge.
Allies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
Not a horrible idea. But regardless, I'll leave it at this for now. I will keep track of your healths for you. Zack.
I don't think there's anything else I could do.
Okay. So, Fudge sees all these spikes come up, and he's like, that was me. I just said I was going to write all this on a piece of paper, and then I did. I wrote it in Procreate. I wasn't gonna.
Look, if you don't start acting soon, I'm going to take my turn.
Let's see.
No, this is easily like the biggest combat we've ever done, so I have a lot to keep track of. But that's okay. That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Fudge is like, he immediately like grabs his whip, and he's like, "Fuck you!" And he's just here to fuck shit up at this point. And to which one of you is gonna be which?
I can be this.
dude.
Oh.
Actually, no. You know what? Hear me out. Danielle's gonna be this one because Daroga and Danielle start with a D. You're gonna be this one because 30 word.
I mean, it does make sense.
Okay.
So he's like, "Fuck you, Daroga, you son of a bitch. I knew I won that club for a reason," and he fucking whips you. You gave him back his hat, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Watch.
That does not hit you. But for his second attack, still does not hit you.
Nice.
He
Way to go, Fudge.
and you're just like, fuck, from the spikes, and you unintentionally dodge as you're like, fuck!
My feet!
And then Fudge is like, alright, this seemed really cool at the beginning, but now I'm embarrassing myself in front of a cute girl.
Oh my god.
Daroga, I will let you go first.
Cool. So I crit him.
Okay.
I do move up here, so I take damage, but
1d4.
I will roll the d4 for you.
Okay.
it's a two-handed, so it's a...
Oh, 2d4.
2d4?
2d4.
Okay.
Oh, did you cast it at second level? Or,
It is a second level, but it says it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Oh, yeah.
This is
You
embarrassing.
don't get to max yours, by the way. If you
I
crit.
rolled it twice.
Okay.
Do you want to know what the total was?
Yes, I
For
would.
a two-handed longsword
I would
attack?
love to.
3.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
Well, 3 plus the, 3. So,
6.
6.
You're just that concerned about the spikes.
Fudge is like, in your defense, I also fucked up.
At least I hit him.
Jesse.
Ow.
So that's
44.
44.
Damn.
44 damage. Oh my god.
Yep.
He's dead.
Almost rolled max. I can't tell you guys what health you're at. 'Cause
That's
I
fine,
don't
that's
think
fine.
it's Let me do quick math. But you're more than welcome to be like, how am I looking? You know,
Yeah, like, how is he looking?
pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, you know what your max health is.
Right.
Okay, you're not changing that number.
No. Your
Oh,
max
okay.
health is the same as it normally is. This is not meant to be a piss baby fight for Holly. This is like you could die.
Yeah.
We
Well,
finished
no,
the first arc in Ilk Dud, alright? We're in the real game now.
No, I meant like I usually increase it.
Oh, no,
So-
no, not this one.
Okay. I figured with a 2 on whatever, you know.
These guys are each gonna move.
Oh, by the way, my attacks.
Oh, yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm sorry.
No, you don't get to attack.
Unless a 14 hits,
It does not.
I didn't figure, and the other one's a nat 1, so
Okay, cool.
Jesse just fuck, damn it.
This guy tries to he steps over here and fuck, and then he just backs off
No, 1d4.
because he's like that
2d4.
hurts. That only did 3 damage to him. Pretty much they are all going to get off of it because they're like, fuck, we see
yeah.
what it's doing.
It's supposed to do something.
Yeah.
That's all.
But he does take damage getting off of it,
Yeah.
so he will also take 2d4.
It's up to you whether the one stepping off would take damage as well.
Because I consider it for the step taken, you're that 5 feet or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Makes sense.
you're not stepping on a spike. Okay, Trolli, roll me a perception check.
I'm supposed to be good at these. Come on, dice. Oh, that's a 16.
It's raining and thundering, and it's getting a lot more intense outside. Shit, tonight's going wild.
Like we had that one actual night.
Yeah, window could break at any second.
Right.
Are there windows in here?
Oh, yeah.
How did she get in?
Oh yeah. I mean, in the
No, they're on the
area.
second floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Okay. I can still control spells. I can't cast them, but I can still control spells as a bear.
Correct.
Considering that everybody is off except for those two who will probably just get off anyway unless they decide to go back into it for fucking whatever reason. I'm going to drop Spike Growth.
Okay.
Spike Growth. And then
We'll just ignore that it's there unless you cast it again, and we'll move it.
I'm going to run up to him as a bear and do a multi-attack.
Okay.
That's the guy I recognize.
Oh shit!
And he's not a barbarian this time. He's just a schmuck. I was just like, oh, it's him. That's why he was like, I know strong people too.
I died.
You're dead. You're dead. And he's
You
like,
multi-attacked yourself.
matter of fact, you know how Justify that he's not full barbarian, full health? He hasn't rested since you guys kicked his ass. So he's just like, oh, fucking, really?
Having a bad day at work.
Okay, the bite hits for soft 20
Okay.
with.
You said you're a bear, right?
I'm a bear. With a total of 9
bear.
damage.
Okay.
And then the claws hit for an 18.
Yeah.
And do.
What's your minimum?
Well, I did 11 damage.
He's dead.
Cool.
He's just like, okay. Bear claw. Like knock him to the ground, and he just fucking bags to the ground.
And now everybody knows there's a bear here.
Yeah.
I want to. Would they be able to tell I'm like a druid, or would they just think that I'm not there?
Yeah, no, they'd be able to tell you're a druid.
Out of curiosity, why did you drop spike growth?
Because if they're already off of it,
But you could always keep it up, because then if they want to move over here to you, they either have to go around or...
I don't know. It was just because I have other
He
things
makes a
I
good
want to
point.
concentrate.
I'm gonna say you already did your entire turn, and you said you dropped it. It's dropped.
No, I want it dropped.
Okay.
I was just making sure.
Fudge is like, all right, I'm not letting that pretty thing fucking outperform me. Prepare your fucking self. He's like, fucking for real this time. Like,
Yeah.
and he,
From the top row.
his first swing does not hit. I'm gonna go ahead and switch which dice I'm using, if I can find the one I want. Oh, we're all back here.
Pathetic.
Does Fudge have luck points? No. To these guys?
He does hit with his second attack and does. I'm keeping track of your health for you, but 9 damage
On who?
on Daroga.
Daroga, okay.
So, I'm assuming a 13 does not hit.
No.
But I did crit again.
Okay, where did that really nice?
Nice that I'm getting all of this while I'm not Siftis or Igneas.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, when you're not you.
I had a
Yeah, just do it against us, that's
pen and
fine.
I don't know where I put it.
When I'm a fucking veteran.
Oh, well. Also, you two, just to be clear, don't do anything narrative. There's a chance I end up having to take over.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I said you took 9 damage.
I figured we're only doing like the attacks and movement and
Yeah.
stuff.
That would put you here. Okay. So you.
Yeah, so Fudge is taking from a two-handed longsword hit, like 10 damage.
Okay. Jesse.
Yes, to both.
Cool.
Jesse's not doing so great.
Right. Roll me one last perception check.
Can I borrow a d20? That is a 16.
Okay. At this point, the storm is almost unreasonably loud. And it's real. You realize you haven't even been hearing much rain. You've just been hearing thunder getting... It's still raining pretty hard, but you've been hearing thunder getting louder and louder and louder. And as this guy goes to race up to you, these doors fucking boom, fly off the fucking hinges. And in the silhouette of this fucking open doorway is this big, hulking, fucked up looking thing. And that same monster that killed your sisters is fucking standing there.
Motherfucker!
And it looks right at you and it's like it's looking directly at
you. Did we get thrown back?
Both of you get... I'm gonna put you here.
Okay. Are we prone or anything?
You're a bear.
You're a bear.
Oh, is he prone?
I'm not even... Yes, he's prone. Because I'm not even gonna let him fucking... That thing fucking...
He was right in front of it.
You guys already took your turns, and I'm gonna kind of homebrew this because you didn't do any movement. Both Daroga and Jesse are like, whatever the fuck going on here anymore. Like, Jesse's like, we'll make the fucking deal, but we gotta go. We can talk elsewhere. Like, whatever the fuck that thing is, I'm not trying to be here.
Yeah, like, I'm more worried about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here for that.
And they both make it like they're headed out the door.
Okay.
Fudge gonna take an opportunity?
No, because Fudge is also like, what in the fucking hell is that? Like, this thing just, it's disrupting everything. And Jesse's men are also like, if our boss is leaving, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Charlie.
I'm going to, with my free action, to Fudge, get out of here!
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving you here.
She gives like a little stern look, and then she's going to run up to him and multi-attack. Damage is pitiful, but it is a 24 and a 22 to hit. The total is... I can do math. 15.
Okay. Okay. Did math in my head. Fudge is like, he's like at the ready, but he doesn't know what to do here because this giant monster just showed up. And you tell him like, stay here. He's like, no, like.
No, I told him to get away.
Or yeah, get away. He's like,
I told him to run, technically.
What's he gonna do? It's a great question. He's actually gonna like dart over to you and like grab you by the arm, and he's gonna be like, listen.
By the bear.
Yeah, he's gonna grab your bear fur and he's like, listen, there's a lot. You have the scarf still on you. He grabs that. There's a lot going on here tonight. The Fudge gonna see coming. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Like this, I guarantee you, I will help you get those ruby stones, but this ain't worth it.
DM, how does that man look?
He's looking a little scuffed up, not quite bloody, but a little like he looks panicked for sure, but like health wise, he's looking relatively okay.
Fudge, we can take this down right now. All we have to do is follow them outside.
Drop. I will get you the stones some other way. They got places to go. They got a whole fucking group waiting for them wherever they're going. I got Bohemian and he doesn't even know this is happening. We gotta fucking go.
Fine.
All right, thank you.
No, it's not my turn, so I can't do anything.
He was here, and he grabbed you. He's gonna start pulling you away, but his turn ends there. Enemy's turn. They all just keep running away. If you want to take an opportunity, he's not gonna like grab you so hard you can't fucking try something.
I would like it to at least opportunity attack.
Okay.
Do I get both attacks?
Because it's a multi-attack.
Nice.
That is a 17 and a 19.
Okay, both of those hit.
That is 17 more damage.
Okay.
Just had to get that one little last one in there.
Daroga, like, he's like trying to doubt it. He like fucking stumbles a little bit, looks back at you, and he's like, "You fucking cunt." And then, like, meanwhile,
I like how our prone friend did not give up.
he's like his legs are broken.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, because
He's probably like screaming.
You're a sturdy bear, right? And you got flown back. He's like lying on the ground, like
He's a marshmallow dude. He's been stretched further than he's ever been stretched before.
exactly. And this thing just uses one of its two attacks. Okay, I'm not even gonna roll for it. This thing's gonna fucking just made him. Right, his body goes flying over here. He's dead. Normally I'd roll, but there's no fucking.
Of course not. Like
it's a fucking little guy.
Yeah.
And he makes it this far, and he's like beelining it for you.
Right.
And Fudge is like, listen, I don't know your friend here, but I'd rather be the only guy in your life, so we really should get going.
Okay, we're going. I can't move. It's not my turn.
Yes, it is.
It is now. So.
If you move, you're going to drag Fudge along with you because he's going to hold on. If you'll allow him, he'll mount you.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Fudge like hopped on her last turn,
If you will allow him to, he will mount
No,
you.
she'll tell him to get on. I was about
Alright.
to ask actually if I could do that.
Fudge will like put his arms on you, hop on. Oh, this isn't how I thought this was going to go. Okay.
Not me, on you.
The way you think, sweet thing.
And then she's just going to dash out.
Okay.
And then we came from this way, right?
Yes.
So she's gonna go around the building.
Okay.
Where were we? Or unless you're just gonna end it here.
You were there.
We were out right here.
No. You were actually there
That's
because
right.
Daroga was there.
So then if I'm dashing, that is 5, 10. We're right here.
Okay.
We're on the same square.
And on Fudge's turn, he's like, he's got your like neck fur. He's like leaning it, like riding a fucking horse, and he's just like, y'all got any idea what the fuck that was? Because it seemed to be interested in you.
We pushed it down a well, or down a hole, and I thought it died.
And you didn't check. Listen, if there's one
It
thing
was
I
a
know,
large hole, okay? We threw torches down the
I'll
hole.
trust your fucking word on that, Sweet Pea.
We thought it died.
I'm gonna roll a check here. Okay. You hear like roaring coming out of here, and a lot of crashing noises, but it does not roll high enough to see you go that way.
Right. Fucking good.
So do you just leave?
She has to settle for the fact that she has to let that man get away. But yes, unless he stops her, she's just gonna...
he's like get us down some alley somewhere.
No, yeah, she's just gonna keep going until he stops her.
All right, so eventually, like, because that thing won't match your speed. It's pretty big and slow, and you're dashing. So
Whenever he stops me, I'm just gonna drop there.
right, he's gonna as you're going. I'm assuming you're heading for Club Caramel.
She's kind of just trusting that he's leading her the way.
He's just riding you.
Oh,
He's not.
she's
like,
just going some direction.
Okay,
She doesn't remember.
So
the way.
eventually, he's like, "Hey, duck into this alley over here. Like, let's catch our breath."
She's just better like back paw slide, go inside.
Yeah. And he like hops off you and like, oh jeez. Takes off his hat. Back now above. What the fuck was that? I've never seen nothing like that in my entire life.
Well, I saw it once before, so.
Like another one or
No, that same one.
rat. Like he's thrown off. That thing looked like it had it out for you.
I'm sure it fucking did. We tried to murder it. I'm sure it does. I'm surprised it remembers me, actually.
Rat.
It
Wait.
seemed kind of mindless before.
Certainly looked it now.
I'm sorry about that. We let that man get away.
Hey, no. He like puts his hands on your shoulders. He's like, none of that there was your fault. Listen, Fudge might have jumped the gun a little bit, all right, when I head down those stairs to stop him. Thank you for everything you did. You did as good as you could. Sometimes that's how the planes are. Things don't always go your way around here. He's still eating these berries. Like at this point,
good.
he's like,
Well, good. He gets 10 HP if
pretty
he eats
good.
all of them.
Yeah, he gets 10 HP. And you said you dropped bear,
I dropped bear.
and he's like, okay.
Are you good?
It was a lot. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to get you those stones now.
Well, I trust that I'll get them eventually.
Rat. Listen, I'll tell you what. You keep doing whatever you got to do. If you want to stay here in Rodibod, you stay here. But in the meantime, I will hunt down those stones. If they really are going to Daroga, I will figure out when he will have them and where he will be keeping them. And I'll let you know when I get that information.
I really appreciate that.
Listen here, kiddo. And he like puts his hands on his hips and he's like, we talked a lot today about being strong and having people you care about and all that fun stuff. And you seem like a strong young guy. You clearly got some demons. Don't let them get the better of you.
Right.
I'm gonna walk you back to Club Caramel, but for the sake of maybe lightening the mood, I will make you I'll offer you a trade, because you know how much I love my deals that your friend Kit seems to not like.
What is this deal?
I like you. That's sad. Quite a lot, Miss Gumption.
Is that so?
Very nice young woman. Nicest woman I've met in a long time.
That's surprising.
And I'd be remiss if I let you wander off without a little bit of fudge to take with you.
You mean remiss?
Yes, shut the fuck up, Igneas. You ain't even here. I'm a flustered man, alright?
Just saying.
And
So-
so what are you implying?
You can either take my scarf there, or I got plenty of hats. And he offers you the hat if you prefer the hat. You don't know what that does, but it does do something.
I mean, I'd feel terrible taking your belongings.
Take something from me for all the soul soothing you did for me tonight.
Well, you do look...
And you certainly ain't taking my whip.
I will not be taking your whip.
I like my whip quite a bit.
And I like being a bear more than I like using a whip.
Okay. You did quite a lot as a bear there.
Well, I told you I had your back.
Thank you.
You look mighty fine with that hat. I don't think it looked that nice on me. So guess I'll keep the scarf. I'll keep it safe.
Alright, tucks it back on his head. Now, one final thing before we go. Maybe best we keep that big fella between us for the time being. I don't want all of this city getting any more chaotic than it already is. I don't know how that thing gets around, but...
It just destroys the things around it, I assume.
Right.
Not to go against what you're saying, because I won't tell general public, but
You can tell your friends on
yeah, I will be telling kids.
This city's already got enough going on without the general populace freaking out about giant monsters.
A little realization hits you, like, gets a little wide and she looks up at him. What about you? What if he comes to your club and tries to do something?
I'm Bohemian and I can handle that. It happens and you really that worried about it?
I'm a little worried, yeah, admittedly. It seemed pretty scary.
Trolli, I am quite strong. I can defend myself just fine.
I mean, I saw. But that doesn't stop the worrying.
He nods a little bit. And because everything you did today and everything you did yesterday, and he 100% has a little bit of a crush on you, and you're worried about him, blah, 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 the recording and you two staying here while I take Holly into the other room.
Okay. I'll be right back. I also have to eat, so this is the perfect time. Interlude.
Shit.
And so you and Fudge then walk out of the alley and he starts leading you over to Love Caramel.
Cut back to fucking Kit and Igneas. Like, what would you do with a drunken
Yeah.
sailor?
So we will actually cut back to Kit and Igneas, and you two are just fucking slammed at the bar. You haven't seen Bohemian in a bit. You feel like you haven't seen that. Even the bartender's kind of just been leaving you alone. Like, they have that. They're fine. There's a lot going on in the club, but just been the two of you for a good hour now. And you hear, like, like the boots, and Fudge walks in, like, looking a little like, with Trolli walking in behind him.
Fudge.
Old dog?
How'd your escapade
Oh, it went a bit differently than expected.
Yeah,
But-
what happened?
Glad to see you're enjoying yourself, big man.
What are y'all doing?
That's in character, by the way,
Drinking.
like the laugh.
Yeah.
At least you're relaxing, I guess.
Oh,
How you doing
Yeah.
over there, Ig?
I'm good.
Yeah. Ooh,
they don't have blood.
I didn't think they would.
No, they do not have blood.
They don't have blood. I don't think they can get alcohol poisoning.
You, on the other hand, what did I say before I left?
Don't to get alcohol
Oh
poisoning.
my God.
Use not to drink.
Apparently, I'm more of a lightweight since I lost my arm. There's less blood in my body.
I don't know if that's it.
Makes sense
Yes,
to
it
me.
is.
Oh, dear God.
Well, all three enjoy yourselves.
You're not leaving me here with them, are you?
Charlie, I got stuff to do.
Kid goes to wave with his right arm, and he just kind of like waves the stump,
Yeah.
like.
Charlie, I'm gonna get to work on finding out the deal between us and my friend Daroga. And as he says Daroga, the bartender's like, fucking Daroga. That guy used to fucking run this place like a goddamn shit show.
All right.
Who's the road?
Don't worry. She's gonna walk up to him because I imagine he's walking away.
Right.
And say, if you need help or anything, you just let me know.
Same to you. And, not that this needs saying, but keep our little thing between us.
Okay, I sure will.
That is not at all how that was supposed to go. But I'm not upset with how it did go. So, yes.
Sorry. I know you're trying to progress. One more thing. Since you two are fucking slammed, she's gonna go up to the Carmel hostess,
Beth.
Beth. Can I have a pen and paper, sweetheart?
Sure thing. She gives you pen and paper.
And then she's just gonna write a little note. Do you have an envelope?
Will this do? And it's an envelope, but it has that clear window because it's for paychecks.
Okay, so she's gonna line up the back of the note where it's blank and put. She's gonna write fudge. She's gonna fold it up and put it in there so that it says fudge in the little clear part.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna seal it. Can you give that to Fudge at the soonest convenience?
I can run it up to him right now if you'd like.
Out of character question, are we leaving?
That's entirely up to you.
I thought we were
I
still.
thought we had
Well, okay,
rooms
you're
here.
spending the night here.
Right.
If you'd like, unless you wouldn't like to. But before you left, Bohemian made it clear, you guys have rooms here, you're fine, and
Okay. Can you give?
they're
to
kind
him?
of sex rooms, but they have beds.
Can you give it to him in the morning then?
Sure thing.
Thank you so much.
She looks a little understanding, sure thing.
Thank you.
So the three of you are welcome to stay at the bar if you'd like and just do some improv and roleplay there, or you can go to bed. Each of you has your own room.
Kid's gonna be at the bar for at least a little bit longer.
Yeah, so is Iggy. I actually do have a topic of conversation as well, but your thing first.
She's gonna pat y'all on the back. I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to bed.
You're not gonna try any.
I will not be trying any. Thank you though.
I wanted to see it.
Exactly. More for y'all.
I wanted to see what a gumption looked like drunk.
Then you need to talk to my peepaw.
You're right.
I want to drink with Peepaw.
Drink with people.
Anyway,
I want to drink.
she's gonna
We
like.
should
We gotta
with
take this to
Peepaw.
Peepaw.
Yeah.
She's gonna grab your arm, kind of firm. She can't really grab your arm. She's gonna grab the smallest part of your arm to the best of her ability. She's gonna pull
So
y'all.
like a finger.
Yeah, and you're drunk, so you'll follow her. But
Yeah.
she's gonna pull y'all in close. Now, I best not wake up in the morning to hear that y'all doing some stupid shit. You hear me?
Like what?
Stay out of fucking trouble.
I can't promise that.
No, you will promise me.
Okay.
You will stay at this bar until you.
Oh, I'm staying
And
at the
then
bar. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
Do not do anything stupid. Do you hear me? I will be livid with you. I won't be mad at you. You need to stay out of trouble.
I apologize.
I'm not worried about you, Willie.
for what will most likely happen.
What is most likely going to happen?
I don't really know.
You stay at this bar. You do not cause trouble.
The bartender is like, I will keep an eye on them.
Thank you.
She's got me.
I do indeed have you. She like places a hand on your shoulder, kind of rubs it for a second.
Thank you very much.
At absolute worst, I will let them go to a room with a woman because that is my job to let that happen. This is a club if they want that, but I will make sure they don't get into any kind of trouble.
Well, how about if they start to cause trouble, just send Bohemian after them or something?
Bohemian left for the night.
Where did he go?
Where's Bohemian?
He clocked out and went home.
He doesn't live here.
Oh.
It's not his house.
That's
But
fine. That's
but
understandable.
he clocked out when he realized that Fudge would be back any time now. And you're here, so Fudge must be. So if anything happens, I'll send Fudge down.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
She like glares at y'all two again, and then she's just gonna go up to the room.
Okay. Do you do anything in the room?
What does the room look like?
It's like the heart. The bed's in the shape of a heart. There's moonlight. You're
It's a
You're in
sex
the
hotel.
VIP room.
Yeah.
It's a sex hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Then she's probably just gonna like get comfortable. Is there like a TV?
Yeah.
She's just gonna watch.
What
She's
kind
gonna,
of sex hotel wouldn't have a TV?
I don't know. She's just gonna waste time before she goes to bed.
Okay. What do you two do at the bar, if anything? I know you said you had something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, okay, so can I roleplay that? Okay.
Give me the fudge piece. I want to try it.
Kit,
Mm.
how old are you?
And he like pulls out his other hand to start
To
counting
start
on those
counting on
fingers.
those fingers, but they're not there.
Right. 40.
40. You're 10 times older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if I ask you something else?
I'm still here.
How long do you live?
Till I die.
But how long is that for you?
You talking me or just on average?
I guess I don't really know either.
I don't know how long I'll live. I could die tomorrow if I'm stupid about it.
But I mean, like, how long could you live?
Oh. Suppose if I ate well and exercised, I could live to 90. Maybe.
That just 90?
Yep.
Oh.
Pretty long life.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Most people, especially in my profession, don't even make it this far.
Oh.
Why?
Uh,
Oh, right.
yeah, that.
He just kind of like nods at you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like nodding back. So, I wondered. How about, do you know for Trolli? Or is it like different?
I think most of the people, I think we're pretty much all right around that same mileage.
Oh.
I'm not staying silent to force you to keep going. I'm staying silent because I don't want to interrupt.
Right. That's no, like I have a lot to contemplate
Okay.
on that. You know, so I'm trying to roleplay it correctly.
I probably won't be the only dog you ever get to hang out with.
No, I guess not, but I don't really want another dog.
You call me a dog? Wait, hang on.
You,
No,
you
that's
called
what.
you just a second ago.
Right, because
Yeah.
Fudge calls me old dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is good. He takes another sip.
We're taking it with us.
Mm-hmm. We gotta take this to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta take this to people. I'm like
Imagine
playfully
chocolate
shoving
milk.
you a bit.
Imagine the milk that Milky Way would make if she had some.
Wait, is that how that works?
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know how cows work.
You know, I don't know either. We should ask people how cows work when we see them.
Yeah.
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 People know.
People
knows everything.
People knows everything. And Meemaw knows more.
You're right.
Gonna ask Meemaw. After people.
Well, let's people. It's good to get a second opinion.
Yeah. Think Bohemian would know?
I don't know what Bohemian knows.
Think the Queen would know?
Should we call her?
He like looks around the club and there's like clearly like a shitload of people in here.
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. People will know. It's okay.
People.
He'll tell
People.
us.
People.
He'll tell us. Or what?
Oh, wait, hang on.
Hang on.
What'd you
What would you? I could ask Milky Way. Is what I was gonna.
You could ask Milky Way.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask the bartender.
I swear.
She says she's got us.
I've never owned a cow. Like, she's just there. Like,
Like.
I've never owned or milked a cow. I would have no real, like, the
That-
cow
that-
makes milk to feed its young, I would assume.
That's understandable.
Right.
Wait. It does what?
Mammals make milk to feed their kids.
But I'm not a cow kid.
Do you know what a mammal is?
No.
It's any animal with tits.
I'm gonna let you respond to that however you want, but I know what the response in my head was.
What? I don't want to hear what.
No, you do yours first.
Okay. What's the tits?
Not what I was gonna. Trolley's a mammal? Like,
Oh.
It's the
And he like goes to like do this with his other hand and
It's just stop.
you know.
Oh.
Like, don't tell her I said this.
What?
It's like what Charlie has. The things on her chest, the boobs.
Milk comes out of those?
No. Only if they're pregnant.
son, with no offense to your friend you intended, I feel like this is stuff you might be better off learning from a book or perhaps a class or, a woman.
I'd probably know a little more if I wasn't so drunk.
Perhaps.
I apologize. I'm
You're okay.
I'm not trying to be offensive.
You're not offending anyone.
Oh, okay.
Bit of a slower night. That's the whole reason Bohemian left to begin with. There's just not too many people for you to offend, and she kind of looks past your shoulder. And the few people that are here are a bit busy with the dancers, so I'm not offended. But for your own sake, kiddo.
Ask someone else.
Okay.
I'm just an old man.
40 is old?
I'm old not because of age.
That doesn't make any sense.
I've I've been through a lot. I was in a gang when I was a kid.
You were?
Yeah.
Why?
He's just like, oh.
Huh? Why was I?
I was kind of an asshole.
Oh.
My parents, I didn't get along with them. I didn't get along with my parents. So I ran away when I was 15. I joined a gang. I didn't even mean to join the gang first off. I was walking down an alley and some guys tried to mug me and I kicked the shit out of them.
You're slipping into like the southern. Is that on purpose? Okay.
He's surrounded by southern people. So
Fair
he's
enough.
like slipping into the accent.
Okay, fair enough.
This just tells me I need to run a Wild West campaign.
You
Yeah.
really do, though.
So I kicked their ass. And then apparently I joined them because I kicked their ass.
That doesn't make any sense.
I thought the same thing, but apparently the way the 100 grand runs things is that if you kick their ass, you replace the ass you kicked. Because it means you're stronger, which means you're more useful, so they get rid of the old guy.
And you
Or
don't.
girl, whatever.
You don't get to like say no.
I didn't say no, though.
Oh.
I don't know, and I probably could have.
Oh. That still doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I was rebelling. I was trying to get away. I was running away. So I thought, what better way to run away than to join a gang? And I did. Did that for 5 years.
How did you go into the military then? How did you go from that to that?
I got my ass kicked.
Oh. So your ass got replaced by the new ass that kicked your ass.
Yeah.
So then you just had to leave.
Yeah. And I was bored, so I joined the army. They told me I could kick ass in the army. And I did. And then I got my ass kicked again. And he like holds up his arm.
Yeah.
And he like motions to the like big ass sword on his side and he's like, I bought myself an ass kicker. And now I kick ass. Again.
You're pretty good at it.
Thank you!
You're
Hey,
pretty
like-
good at it. Trolli's pretty good at it. I don't know if I'm that good at it.
You're big ol'. You're good at smushing people.
It's worked so far. I guess I won't worry about it.
When you get all worked up and start swinging that thing around, you're good at smushing people. Don't smush me.
I don't want to.
And he like looks at you for a second and like flash of like remembrance.
Don't squish me.
I don't want to.
Good. Good.
Did you think I would?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Shh. Should we go to bed?
I should. You don't have blood. I do.
Okay.
Where's my...
She indicates a room on the second floor.
Thank you.
Oh.
And he's gonna like take like what's little left in his cup and just.
She'll look to you and be like, yours is that one? It's like a door that's a little bigger than others, but not enough that you're just gonna walk right through. She's like, please do your best. Like, we get it, you know, but just do your best. Whenever you want to go to bed, and you're going to bed?
Yeah.
She'll like bid you good night.
Good night.
Do you go to bed? Or do you hang out with Baltimore?
Probably go and get my rest.
So you two get a long rest, you only get a short rest.
Okay.
Igneas, you can only assume is like falling asleep. And at first it's just that you're still like slightly awake. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause you don't sleep, but you're like
Out of it.
and you're at one point your door creaks open and there's Mima and then Mima holding Mima's hand. There's just two Mimas. And one of them walks the other through the room. And like walks her over to the window and opens the window, and the Mima that she was leading steps up and out the window and just floats off. And the Mima that was leading her, hey Igneas,
What?
how are you doing, son?
What just happened?
I was letting her go.
What?
Oh. Mrs. Gumption, I'm very stressed lately, and it was her time, and I let her go. I let her see her grandbaby one last time, and I let her go.
I'm confused. You might have to explain what you mean by that.
I don't understand.
That was you.
Oh,
There was two.
Iggy. And she sits on the bed next to you and like rubs your back a little bit. Iggy, there's a lot of things you don't understand. And I understand. You're young.
I'm starting to understand that I don't understand a lot of things.
Well, tell you what. Your mama doesn't quite know how to explain this to you, but sometimes non-golems like yourself die when they are old and put under a lot of stress. I was helping her go.
Who is her?
You called her Mima?
Yes,
That was her. That was what was left of her.
but she looked just like you.
Well, I know, but she's the closest you ever had to a mother, so I can only assume that's what I look like to you. And then you wake up. Do you do anything before bed? You wake up, but you're like you're wake up into your normal resting.
Right. Okay.
Swear to God, that was a premonition.
Just
You do nothing before bed.
yeah, no, he's just out.
Morning rolls around. You do not get a text from Dot.
Okay. After about 5 minutes of, because I assume she would respond pretty quickly normally. I'll give her a call.
She doesn't pick up, but she texts you a quick like call you later.
I'm gonna text her what happened, what's going on.
She doesn't respond.
She tries to call her again. Now she's having a panic attack. Now she's just on the edge of the bed, like, on a nervous breakdown.
Okay, well, you two in the morning, roll me a Constitution saving.
13.
17.
No advantage.
Nope.
No.
You said 17? Okay, your stomach hurts a little. You know? You feel fine.
Oh, okay.
You're like, oh, okay. But you're ugh. What did you ever do with? Did you keep the barrel? Are we keeping?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just walking around with dummy alcohol, a chess set, a candle, and a boxed lunch from your grandma. Okay, I just wanted to know because I'm trying to keep track of what's in your wagon.
You're right. Yeah, no, we're keeping that. We have to drink with people.
Okay, so you're all up for the day. You guys slept in because you're all pretty exhausted. It's like 2 in the afternoon. You guys have no real inclination. Well, would you have told Igneas about like, oh, the queen said that if we go to the Empire, blah blah blah?
Not yet.
Okay, so you guys have no inclination of what the fuck to do now. You just had a weird fucking dream. You're exhausted. And you know what to do next, but you have talked about it. You don't really know.
Right.
Meanwhile, because Beth didn't, I'll get to in the morning. Like she gives Fudge the little thing you wrote. I will read it out loud. Fudge receives a note as he's in his office. Fudge, thank you for everything. I truly mean that. You've walked into my life at the most perfect time, and you may never know why, or may never see it, but I want you to know I am forever grateful for our relationship, because it's a very special one to me. You've been kind and honest with me, and I cannot express how much I appreciate you and what you've done for me. Please stay safe. I sincerely hope to see you again soon, Honey Bear. Your sweet pea, Trolli. And he kind of like, look, like, because he just read it to Beth, and he's like, what do you think of that? And Beth is like, I don't know. I've never seen a woman be quite that nice to you that isn't paid to do so. And he's like, that was awfully mean. And he's like, I know. but we're close enough that I can fuck with you a bit. And she goes back and he folds it up and like, because his hat has that like brim, he like tucks it into the brim.
Aww.
And then he goes back to what he's working on. He's like making phone calls, doing paper, like he's trying to figure out shit. What do the three of you do? You wake up. And you
Groggily wake up and head out onto.
right.
Have to carry the barrel down the stairs or whatever.
Trolli does not leave her room.
Seeing Igneas up, and like looking over and seeing that the door to Charlie's room is still closed because I saw where you went.
I mean, would you remember?
That's a good question.
Roll history at disadvantage. You have no idea.
Neither of you know where I
You have
live.
no idea which room is Trolli's. You know she's spending the night here at the very least.
Igneas, do you know which room is Charlie's?
Are you okay?
Small hangover.
What's that?
When you drink too much alcohol, sometimes you wake up with like a headache or a stomach ache.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just haven't drank that much in a while. Or probably ever.
Okay. What was your question? I'm sorry.
Do you know where Charlie's room is?
Roll me a history check. With no disadvantage for you. Nope, you have no idea.
Well, what's my
I've lost my children.
It's a 5.
Oh my
No.
god.
No.
Unless you were like, it's a plus like 11. Like,
I mean, okay. So, after that very long, no. No, I do not.
We'll ask someone.
I'll go and I'll ask Beth. Can you tell me which room Trolli was staying in?
She opens up a book. 12.
Okay, thank you. I'll like wave and then go back and 12.
As soon as we leave, Beth is like, I didn't realize they hadn't left yet. I assume I was supposed to deliver that after they left.
Kid will go and knock on 12.
There's not an answer.
He'll knock one more time.
This is for myself. She does not answer.
Trolli?
Probably make me like a raw luck check. Just roll a 20.
That's a 15.
As you hear Kit calling for you, your phone will ring.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the phone. And for clarification, I'm there. I assume because it's like a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the bathroom, locked in the bathtub.
I mean your cell phone,
No, I mean
not the room phone.
No.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, that's
but I just want to put a place of where I am. I answer the phone very hurriedly. Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
sis.
are you okay? What's going on? What is happening?
Don't freak out.
I'm already freaking out. You're freaking me out. What's happening?
Mima might be sick. Now, we don't know if it's the flu, if it's the heat, but her breath's real shallow. She's resting in bed at the moment. Han, the peepaw's with her. But listen to me, Trolli. She's gonna be okay. Do not turn around and come home. I understand you want to be here. I'm sure you do, but your big sister has already told you there are big things at play here.
She's just been silent. What are her symptoms, Dot?
She just, I don't know. Maybe she got the flu and the stress of everything going on. She's in bed, hardly breathing, sleeping. She's hot. She's got a fever.
She's got a fever. Is there anything else? Are you sure it's not the heat?
She stays silent for a long
Dot.
minute. I do not know. But if it's the heat, it's hitting her real fast because her heart is scarcely breathing. She's hardly even here.
Okay. Thank you, Dot.
Hey, like before you hang up, I love you.
I love you too. Tell Mima I love her.
I will. Say bye. Say hi to those boys for me.
I sure will. And then she just sobs in the bathtub.
Kit probably wouldn't be able to like understand what she's saying.
He would
but-
just hear a lot of mumbling.
Yeah, and then probably hear the sobbing, and he will just walk away for now.
Do you just head back to the bar? Do you go to Beth?
He'll go over to Igneas and say, I think Trolli might need a minute.
Okay. That's okay, we can wait.
He'll go down to Beth and ask, is Bohemian here yet?
No.
Okay.
He usually doesn't come till, what day is it today? It's Monday. Apologies.
You're fine. Take
Bohemian
your
has the day off
Ah, good. Okay.
until Monday.
Right.
Not a lot of people go to the club on a Monday. And then as you go to turn away or whatever, she's like, "Did you guys find your friend?"
She's in a room. She's getting ready.
Is she okay?
I'm sure she will be.
Fudge? I don't think she liked you later. I think you might have fucked up with that letter. She's locked herself in a room, and you hear like what? Like on the other the thing that you wrote.
Oh.
The letter you wrote
No,
to
I
them.
thought because you said that she didn't like your letter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. She didn't like giving you like that letter.
Right,
Whatever.
okay.
Like
I'm
she's
going to
handling
take it like that.
She's handling that shit bad. Like
Beth, I don't think it had anything to do with the letter. She was having a phone call.
I don't know what Fudge does to women. All right. Yes, you do stuff to women. I don't know what he does to women. He might have been messing with her feelings. I don't know. Regardless,
I didn't take him for the type.
he's usually pretty okay, but I don't know what he did with her.
I just what?
What? I didn't do anything. I saved her life. Beth just likes giving him shit. Like you can kind of tell.
Do I hear the "I saved her life" part?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can tell that she's got a little smirk. Like she's kind of just fucking with him a little bit.
They have that kind of work relationship.
Does Fudge come down?
He might. I might. Give me a minute.
This is about to get real sad then, real quick.
Roll a d20.
8 dice for Trolli. That's an 8.
Okay. But Beth is just kind of like, she can stay. You can all stay as long as you need to, I suppose.
Thank you. Sorry for any trouble. And he'll just kind of go and like sit at one of the tables.
Okay.
Same.
So you got an 8?
Yeah. Can I roll again?
After a couple of minutes, you will hear another knock at your door.
She's in the bathroom crying. She's not answering.
You'll hear a firmer knock.
One second. Under the impression that it is most likely the boys coming back to bother her, coming back to check on her or whatever, she like pokes her head out of the bathroom door and says, "What is it?"
You okay, ma'am?
"I'm fine."
Can I get you anything to drink?
And then she'll open the front door, but
It's
not
the
all.
bartender lady.
Not all the way. She looks like she has been crying. She looks exhausted now, more exhausted than she was when she woke up. No, I will be fine. Thank you, though, Beth. And then she'll close the door. What?
That was the bartender lady.
Yeah, wasn't that Beth?
No,
Beth
No.
just stands at the front desk. Because the bartender
That
lady
is the check-in reception.
The bartender lady's like, okay.
I thought her name was
It's
Beth.
fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
Apologies.
Easy mistake. Easy mistake.
Apologies.
She's like,
There's a lot of pretty ladies. Apologies.
it's okay, ma'am. As you close the door, she's like, is there anything I can get you? You want me to get one of your friends?
I just want to stay locked in here for right now.
Okay. Well, I'll go let Fudge know, and that way he knows not to tell anyone they can have this room or anything.
If I need to leave to
No.
can
You
take this room.
stay as long as you'd like. Then I know what he'll say, but I will run it by the boss to be safe.
By the boss.
By Fudge. As much as Beth likes to think she runs this place.
Of which I am not Beth.
Yeah, of which I am not Beth.
I am sincerely sorry about that.
It's,
It's been a long morning.
I know. I can tell.
What's your name, hon?
Tiffany.
Hello, Tiffany. Thank you for checking on me. I will be okay eventually.
Okay.
And then she'll slowly close the
Slowly
door.
close the door. And after another few minutes, you'll hear walk up to your door, and a piece of paper will slide under it.
Gets up and
And it just says, stay as long as you'd like, sweet pea. I won't bother you.
she's gonna cry again. She's not loud crying. She's just like that's quiet, like tears rolling down the face, kind of crying. But she's gonna go back into the bathroom and like huddle up within herself.
Okay.
And then she's gonna keep them.
Right.
Apologies. This is just how she's gonna react.
Yeah. So pretty much, unless you two try anything else, the day's just going by. Trolli's in her room. Is there any amount of time? How long would she be in there?
She'd probably be in there for another hour or two.
Okay. You guys are just there for another hour or two, unless there's anything you want to do.
Maybe we could go check on Milky Way.
Okay.
I at least want to check on Milky Way.
Kid will go with you.
Okay.
So when you step out of Club Caramel, to the left there is the equivalent of like a parking area, parking garage. Right now there's like 3 carts in there, and one of them has unmistakably Milky Way.
Okay. I'm gonna come up to Milky Way.
Moo.
I'm gonna take
Moo.
the 10 minutes to cast Speak with Animals.
Are you putting that barrel in here? I can
Yes.
lift that barrel. I can move it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Could you do it now?
I don't have hands. It has to be in the wagon.
Oh.
But I can move a lot of things. I'm
Oh,
very
I thought you meant you could lift it.
strong. Put it in front of me.
Put it in front.
She bites the side. Check that out. She did just she crit on it. So
Kid's just gonna.
Are we still drunk?
Good job, Milky Way.
She said she could lift it.
Tell him that if he's going to say that, he needs to say it more energetically. I deserve more praise.
She's
More confidence.
She's requesting that you say that more energetically if you're going to compliment her.
You did a fantastic job, Milky
You're
Way.
goddamn right I did, you son of a bitch. I lifted that barrel like it was nobody's goddamn business. I am the strongest cow. I am the cow to end all cows. I am the Milky Way to end all other constellations. How was your evening?
Milky Way is a little bit scary.
I like Milky Way.
How was your evening? I am not scary. I am very cute. I have long lashes.
Okay.
None of you have brushed me like Peepaw did every morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we supposed to brush you?
It's fine. I don't want another hand on me like that unless it's Hans.
Okay.
How was your evening, Igneas?
That was fine.
I am pleased.
How was yours?
It was great. I sat out here.
Yeah.
They provided some hay at one point. It was delicious.
Good. I'm glad.
Not as good as Ilkdud hay.
Well, I'm sorry.
I had a nice dream.
Did you?
Yes.
About what?
Hay. Did you dream, Igneas?
I did.
Interesting. What did you dream about? Was it hay?
No.
Failure of a dream.
Okay.
Learn to dream better,
I
my rocky friend.
didn't know I could dream in the first place.
Weird.
How do I work on doing it better?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
All I'm sure there is a way.
I'll ask Peepaw. He knows everything.
Hans does indeed know everything.
I like to think Kit's just like, what is happening?
I know, he can't understand any of this.
The kid's just kind of standing there.
We are mooing at each other.
What did you dream?
I think it's more like a...
I didn't really understand the dream.
What is there not to understand?
Well, there were 2 Meemaws.
Why were there 2 Meemaws?
I don't know!
There was only one Meemaw.
I know, but there was 2 of them. And one
Meemaw
of
is
them,
my second favorite person.
one of them led the other to a window in the room, and then she floated away.
Interesting.
And then the
Meemaw does not have the capability to fly.
I know. It was a weird dream.
Is that all?
Yes.
Interesting. What happened to the other Meemaw? I must know.
We talked a little bit.
What did you talk about? Was it hay?
No, it
Was
was
it
what,
Hans?
it was about the other Meemaw.
What did Meemaw have to say about Meemaw?
That she was letting her go.
I see. Why were there 2 Meemaws?
I don't understand either.
Why was Meemaw letting go of Meemaw?
I tried to ask her that.
What did she say?
She said she was letting her go.
Why did she look like Meemaw, though?
She said that because I guess she's kind of like a mother to me. But
you
I don't
do not
know.
have a mother, you are a rock.
I know. But that doesn't explain why Meemaw looked like...
I have lost interest in our conversation.
Okay.
Moo.
It just says move.
Yeah.
That one I understood.
She says she's fine.
It seems like a lot for... I'm fine, but alright. Glad to hear you're well, Milky Way.
She's just looking at you like,
Milky Way's not gonna respond to that.
Milky Way is always well.
Okay.
Milky Way is never anything but.
Milky Way is a little bit scary, though.
Milky Way is not scary.
Milky Way is scary in the best ways.
Moo. Moo.
Does she, like...
She gives him like a moo.
Well, it's not time to leave just yet, but we wanted to check on you.
Why is it not time to leave? Surely we should hurry along to our next objective.
I thought so too, but we can't seem to
Why?
get Trolli to...
Trolli! One of my youngins. Where is she?
She's still in her room.
Go wake her.
She's never sleeping.
We tried.
Try again. I lacked the capability to, so you must try for me. Tell her Milky Way has called for her.
I'll let her know. Maybe that will help. So I guess we'll go back to the club.
Do you just start leaving?
Yeah.
Oh. Then he'll just start... Alright. Before we get, like, back into the building, Kit will say, Igneas, one moment. I'm sorry if I said anything last night that was rude in any way.
No, you were really nice to me last night.
Good.
I'm kind of gonna miss it.
He'll just kind of like
How long
start
does Sleeping
walking ahead of
Animals
you.
last?
An hour,
Okay.
I think.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I can check.
it might be 10 minutes.
That's a pretty big disparity.
You're right. It might.
I'm just I can't remember because it's been a long time.
Yeah,
since I've
it's
played
one
any-
of the
any
two.
Wild
10
casters.
minutes.
10
Okay.
minutes.
There you go.
So you guys, by the time you get back to fucking Milky Way, you won't be able to talk to her again unless you cast it again.
I can do it as a ritual. There's not really a limit on it.
Well, regardless, you two head back to Charlie's room.
And we're gonna try and... I'm gonna be the one to knock on the door this time, so it's unintentionally gonna be like a long
Jump a little bit. I'm coming. 1 second. I assume it's been how long?
It's been like an hour since you. So okay, it's been like 2 hours. There was the first hour, then you got that note of like, "Hey, as long as you back, I won't interrupt you," and another hour. It's been like 2 hours now.
So she's been ready. She's just been sitting on the edge of the bed, staring into nothing, and she gets terrified, startled by Igneas. She stands up. She takes a deep breath, and then collects all of her belongings, and opens the door. Good morning. How are y'all?
It's afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're right, Egg. It's afternoon.
What happened? Trouble sleeping?
Mima. Mima's not doing great.
What?
She has to choke back and hold back tears.
What do you mean Mima's not doing great?
I got a call this morning. Well, I didn't get a text from Dot, so I called her. And after some time, she finally called me back. And it's very possible that Mima has the heat.
You see me very clearly straighten and square up at that. I don't know how to take that. I don't have words. I'm in stunned silence.
It was a lot. I know. It really hit me really hard. I'm sorry that I didn't answer the door earlier.
No, that's fine.
Do we need to go back?
No, she told me not to come back. She told me that they were going to handle it.
I hate it, but she's right. If we do go back, what can we do?
The best thing we can do is finish this quickly.
Did you have any luck last night with Fudge?
Yes and no. The good news is he's doing his darndest to help us find it. Bad news is there's a shortage.
I had heard that
my goodness.
from Bohemian.
She's
right?
gonna
Yes.
pull both of you into the room and sit you on the bed. There is a big development.
Oh,
Do you remember the giant candy monster?
of course I
Dock kitchen
remember
in
him.
the pit.
It showed up
What?
What?
What do you mean?
in the middle of
Another one?
It was so things got a little, hot and not that way. Oh my goodness, no. Oh goodness, no.
You're a distant. What?
There was some fighting. In the middle of the fighting, that giant monster showed up.
Another one.
No, the same one.
The same-
I'm pretty sure it's the same one.
The one that we killed.
I am 80% sure, 85% sure it's the same one. It looked like it wanted to murder me.
It didn't die.
And so
Why would it go directly for her and not anyone else otherwise?
Perhaps it.
It felt like it remembered me, which is odd because I could have sworn
If you were
established.
if you were a candy monster and you had your choice of what you were going to eat, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but I would be going for the ruby chocolatin, would you?
I thought we all had already established last time we were there that they were kind of mindless, right?
Correct.
I thought so.
So how is it that it had a vendetta against me?
Maybe it's smarter than the other ones?
Perhaps because of its size, it is more intelligent.
It swiped somebody away, murdering them. It didn't even attempt to eat them, and then it came straight toward me.
It remembers you. There's no other reason.
It didn't even try
It
to
just
eat them.
It just backhanded it like a bad parent.
I can't think of any other explanation than that it's the same one and it remembered her.
We can talk more about this on the road. In the meantime,
Oh goodness, I have something I need to do before we go. But I will meet you down at the car. I promise it will take two seconds.
Okay, Milky Way is waiting for you.
Aw, I love her. She's a great cat.
She loves you too.
Oh, I love
she can lift a barrel.
Of course she can.
I feel like she would have wanted you to know that.
No, I know she can. I've seen it.
She's like, this isn't news to me. You guys didn't know that?
There's a reason she's
the best.
There's a reason she's Peapod's favorite.
There's a reason that constellation's named after her.
I'm always gonna be like, what? But no, it's more fun to go alone. I will meet y'all down at the cot.
Okay.
And she's wearing his scarf, by the way.
Right.
So
I know.
There's a new scarf added.
I know.
As long as you keep that on, you will get advantage on anything stealth, including sleight of hand.
She's actually going to go downstairs to Beth, because I know who I'm talking to now. Beth, is fucking Fudge in his office right now?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I go in there, or am I going to be bothering him?
Trolli, I don't think you can bother him.
Little puzzlement.
What?
Likes you quite a bit.
He's not a red gummy.
He's fond of having you around.
She's just a red gummy
You
now.
just keep hearing, what? Come out of the like earpiece.
You're like, is that Trolli? Yeah, make your way up there. You're fine. You're always welcome.
Okay, okay.
That's coming from me, not him, but I doubt he'll have any complaints.
Right. Okay. She's stumbling.
Right.
She's gonna make her way over there.
Okay.
And knock on the door.
Hello. Hey there. You'll open the door. Like you open it a bit and then like open it fully. Sweet pea. You doing okay?
No.
What's wrong?
It's not a long story. It's just a story, and I don't want to take up your precious time.
Any story you have to tell is a story I want to hear.
And we're at the door, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of like push him into the room.
Oh God, it's happening.
She's gonna push him into the room and close the door behind her. Mostly because she just doesn't want
Right.
empty people here. This is not the reason I'm here, but
That didn't make you uncomfortable with.
no, oh my goodness, no. My grandmother has the heat, most likely. I found out this morning. That's why I'm not doing too great right now, but I will get through it. I'm here because I wanted to give you this in return for your scarf, and she's gonna give him the heart locket.
Okay. It's happening. Well, drape it over him. Thank you. Are you gonna go check on her?
Most likely not, as much as I desperately want to.
Do you want me to go for you?
No.
Because I will.
I
It's
don't
not
want.
that. It's not that far.
I really, as amazing as that would be of you to do, I will not make you suffer my sister. So, no, I will have to come. We're gonna go check on them at a later date.
Okay. Well, like I told you last night. Like as I'm sure you already know. You don't need me telling you. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And if you ever need anything whatsoever, he lowers his voice a little bit. Let your buddy Richter know. All right.
I sure will. Thank you.
He'll gingerly put his hands on your shoulders, lift you slightly, put you back outside the door, give you a quick peck on the forehead, see ya, and close the door.
She's a red gummy again.
He's even rubier chocolate on the other side. Just bye.
I can't believe I just did that.
She like hides her face with the scarf. Oh god. And then she meets y'all.
I'm gonna
at the
see
cart.
some of that ruby lipstick on her.
He doesn't
fucking
have
forehead.
lipstick.
I know.
I like to
Making the ruby
as she's on her way
chocolate
back to the cart, Beth is at the front like, I'm like, oh yeah.
Hope it went well. Like, she's like reading a book. They don't get anything on a Monday.
And it's like 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
a club at 3 in the afternoon on a Monday. Nothing's fucking happening.
No.
So she's just reading.
Why are they
a
even
book.
open?
Because Fudge likes to pay them.
Aw.
So if I didn't make it clear, Fudge won this place in the game of cards.
Yeah.
And they went from being this really shitty, sleazy club to like, I adore working here. Like, Fudge is so nice to us. He pays us crazy well. Any guy that gets a little too grabby, he nearly fucking murders him. Like, Fudge is the best. But he's also my friend, so I fuck with him pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's also kind of like, don't you think it's kind of weird that a club has a secretary at the front? I'm just not comfortable dancing, so he just made a job for me to do.
Aw.
Like, that
That's
kind of
sweet.
thing, yeah. If you'll notice, Fudge, Beth, and Bohemian are kind of like a mirror of you three. You have a really sweet girl, a Choclatin, and a Golem.
Hey,
Right.
Aw. Cute.
Yeah.
I'm Fudge.
You ain't as cool as me, old man, alright? Let's tone it down.
I'm the younger version of you.
I'm you if you succeeded. That's really harsh.
But then yeah, she's gonna go back to the cart. Okay, I'm ready. I
As
am
soon
ready.
as you move, she's like nuzzling into you like
She's gonna give her all.
you
the
can't
loves.
understand, but she's like, Trolli, I heard you were in danger or peril or something thereof. Are you okay?
She's gonna give
My
her
youngin! Like
all the love and rubs,
Yes,
and she's gonna
yes.
give you all the kisses.
Yes, yes.
Continue.
Continue, yes, continue.
And then
Continue, yes, continue. More.
get, like squish the
More.
cheeks and pull
Yes,
her face
continue.
up.
Continue. Yes.
I miss
Milky
you
Way
so
is pleased.
much. You
Milky
look-
Way is pleased. Milky Way is pleased. Yes, yes. Continue. She's going to just keep doing that until you stop. And you can't even understand.
Yeah, exactly. It's just moves.
Yeah.
She's gonna like kiss her forehead, be like, "I love you so much," and just.
I love you too, Trolli. We are a bloodline.
And then she's gonna stop. She's gonna hold her head, but she's gonna like look up and be like, "Are y'all ready to go?"
Yeah.
All right, where are we going? What are we doing now?
Well, and he'll look around, make sure there's nobody in the area.
You can't understand. I have surveyed the area well. There is no one here to listen in. Now,
You're slipping into Snake.
Full disclosure, disclosure. She is a cow, so she's not the wisest. Meaning, she does not understand. You can only understand her at specific times when you cast a ritual. She just assumes it never ends.
Since you started being able to talk to her, she's just thought you could talk
Yeah,
to
she
her.
just
Yeah.
assumes. Not only she assumes you can understand, and she forgets that you guys can't fully understand all the time. Sometimes I have to do this through you. But other times she's all worked up by a bunch of affection. Kid, everything's gonna be okay. And on your end, it's just move.
I like to think sometimes because of the establishment, like Igneas can talk to her. Like when those 10 minutes are up, she's like, "Why are you ignoring me?"
Yeah, Igneas, I'm not done talking to you.
Moo!
But she'll like give her the chin scritches and just keep going until she finds the spot.
Yeah. Oh God, yes, more.
Continue,
Yes,
continue.
Are we going like back to the queen to deliver the coconut?
They'd use the restroom, actually.
Did I get told that we could leave the coconut here?
No, Trolli got told.
I haven't told anybody. What are
Um,
we doing? Are we taking it back, or
we can make a stop to Non-Paralysis if you'd like, but I do know where we need to go next.
Oh my god, where?
The Queen told me that we need to go and see Margaret and Maurice at the Empire.
Okay.
And they will tell us where the brown sea salt? What the brown sea salt is that we need.
Okay.
Has Fudge given you any timeline on when he'll be able to...
Just as soon as that he can find something.
Right. Well, try to keep in contact with him. Text him every now and again.
Oh, all time.
Some mornings we got thinking from Dot, but also thinking of like, hey there, sweet pea, how you doing today? Like, I'm kidding. He would not have the confidence to do that.
He's
What
not
do you
gonna
really-
send her a
He's got the pictures,
WYD.
I'm gonna send her like a picture of like office work, be like, "How's it going?"
It's clearly, like, at the angle that a selfie would be, but, like, it's taken, like, the other direction, so it's just, like, the corner of the roof of his office, like...
She gonna like that one.
He sends it. Shit, damn it.
Got my flustered. And what are we doing with the coconut?
We should probably make a stop by non-paralysis.
That sounds reasonable to me.
It's probably only about a day off from here.
You guys realize you will have to go. So you're not on the edge of the plains. It will take 2 days to get to non-paralysis, and then to go from there to the Empire, like another 4.
Oh, okay.
Not to stop you from doing it.
Right.
Here are the options. We take the coconut with us.
I do not know if I trust Margaret and Maurice.
We go back to the castle and drop it off. Or we can leave it here with Fudge.
Do we trust him with it?
I trust him with it.
I can see that. And he'll kind of, like, motion to the scarf.
I immediately think of like Harvey did.
Can we do trust him? Fucking fun.
I can see that you trust him,
Yes.
and I trust you.
I hope you would.
Let's leave it with Fudge. Because we have to
another fucking pit stop at Fudge's.
We have to come back here at some point anyway.
It
If you'd
will
like,
save
I
us
can go.
time.
I can go give it to him. I haven't really had a chance to talk to him yet anyway.
I don't know if he's... I mean, she'll let him if he wants to go by himself, but...
Yeah.
We should let him go.
Prepare me. Prepare us for journeying, but like you move.
Well, she will actually start
Okay.
getting her ready.
So you can understand me
Oh,
as
no.
well, Trolli.
Trolli, I always knew you were wise beyond your years.
Can I just cast like speak with animals?
I'm sure you could as a druid, like...
Regardless, we're cutting to Kit.
Kid's gonna go up to Fudge's office and he wouldn't have even asked Beth.
Beth is like, whatever. He likes him. 1 sec. Oh. Old dog.
Yeah, not what I was expecting.
Fudge?
What can I do you for?
Charlie said that you would be willing to keep this for now, and he'll pull out the coconut.
Oh, yeah. I ain't got no problem with that.
Thank you. He'll hand it to him and he'll say, and thank you for protecting Charlie last night. It's very clear that you got into some trouble.
Right. Well, it's my pleasure. And he kind of like looks you up and down, ponders for a minute, nods his head. You keep that girl safe for me, alright?
Of course.
Devastated anything I can do her.
I've already made a promise to Peepaw,
Oh,
her grandfather.
gotcha. What's his name?
Hans.
Oh, gotcha.
You could probably ask Bohemian about him.
Gotcha. Thank you, Kit.
Thank you.
Be seeing you.
Hopefully soon.
He closes the door and he's like, old man ain't no competition. He's old. You're young, Fudge. You feel old, but you're young. And you leave.
Okay. I will head back to the cart.
I assume he puts it in the...
Technically, you're not allowed to know that, but
Technically.
yes, he puts it in the safe. What else would he do with it?
I mean, I don't know.
He drinks it.
I don't know why they wanted this. It's not even that good. It just tastes like straight cream.
Not even half and half.
Not even half and half. It's just straight cream.
Should put this in some coffee. Okay. Kid will get back and just... Alright. We're ready.
I'll make sure that the barrel is secure in the cart.
Really quick, just for future reference, where are you keeping the cards?
Is there like a storage like
So it
chest
came in a
here?
box?
It came
No,
in a
no.
box.
In the cart, is there like a storage
No.
chest?
The card is empty outside of anything you guys put in it.
But like, how big is the... Is it like that size?
The box is like this big, and then it just contains like this.
Yeah, okay. Like a Pokemon
I mean, if I
trading
can
cards box
take
is
the
gonna
cards
be-
out of the box, I'll just...
You can take the cards out of this box. Then if you want to just keep him in this, you can.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's what I'll do. And I'll just keep that in my pocket.
Okay.
Unless it starts talking to me.
Every now and then, when you're like in a conversation with somebody for a little too long, the box will be like, like that kind of thing. Ask for the pull card. It's like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
But okay, you guys hop into this cart.
Do I see him put the cards in his pocket?
I'm not being secretive about it.
You do.
Kid, we should have Milky Way draw from the deck.
Can Milky Way draw from the deck?
She
Milky
can
Way
lift a
achieve
barrel.
anything.
She can lift a barrel.
You're right. Okay. She'll take the cards and she'll
Sure.
fan them out. Milky Way. Take 2 cards.
Of course.
Does she know what the concept of 2 is?
Yes.
She even held up the number 2.
Why does Milky Way keep critting?
Nice.
Because she's Milky
Because she's
Way.
Milky. Why do you think the
awesome.
constellation was named after her?
Okay, so
Milky
I am
Way
going to
is
go
gonna
ahead
be
and
the
say
cure
that
for the heat.
because she's a cow, she takes because she's biting it essentially, she takes the top and the bottom one. I need to pull up the list again.
Chewing them like they're cud, like...
Milky Way will be the cure for the heat. I know it.
She's gonna summon Manny.
I wish. I'm not gonna bluff this, but if she does
Dude,
summon Manny, I won't be.
I hope she summons the cat, because of the thing we were talking about the other day.
Perfect. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so they fly out in front of her,
Whoa.
spin, combine. She's like, move. They spin in the air, and out pops a ring that clatters to the ground.
I'm gonna pick the ring up.
Oh.
Okay. It
I'm just
is.
holding it for us to inspect.
It is a very nice ring.
Kid's gonna compare it to the fucking,
To the junction ring?
Yeah, the junction
That
ring.
looks like a frat boy ring that you would get out of those Walmart put a quarter in toy things. This looks like a fucking
This looks-
expensive ring.
Like a ring.
Like a ring.
Damn.
Like there's a
Those stones are on
there's a ruby in there. The ring itself is a nice silver.
it. Does it fit my fingers?
It's a little big on you.
Does it fit my a thumb?
It'll fit your thumb.
Should put it on her thumb. Sorry, Milky Way. It won't.
What the fuck?
It won't. I'm sorry.
What just happened?
What do you mean? We could put it on her horn.
She's a cow. She's not a bull. She
Some
doesn't have
cows have-
horns.
Some do.
I mean, she probably have
She
stumps.
does.
Okay.
There. Let's make it easy.
All right.
However, that is rightfully my. You can't understand her, but that is rightfully my ring. I feel as though I earned that.
She's just gonna. Oh, you did a great job.
No, wait. Well, yes, continue.
I'll just hang on to it.
Alright. Gonna have the card tonight.
Oh yeah.
You opened me with a cow.
Did you not want me to?
Oh.
I'm not complaining. I like your resourcefulness, and then it goes silent.
My
Still have the
resourcefulness.
phone for the queen, right?
Of course. We need to get moving, and then I'll tell you something.
Well, either you're gonna keep it and give me her number for this phone, or you're gonna give me the phone back.
I don't know if I can put the number in there.
What?
Because, do I have to, dial a number?
No.
No, it just.
Yeah.
It's not like a phone
It's-
that you put a number in.
It's
It's
just
just
a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
It would probably be best to split up our resources, though. You have our connection to Fudge, I have our connection to
And
Abigail.
I like hanging on to everything. I'm nosy like that.
And that's not smart on a battlefield.
We're not on a battlefield.
We are always on a battlefield now.
I don't. You're making it weird.
If I had any doubt that you were a gumption.
He is right, though.
I mean, all right. I thought it was like a number that I could just.
nope. It's like there's a call button on it,
Damn.
and when you are in a call, it's a hang up button.
Damn. Okay.
it's not like an available to the public kind of phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Alright. And she'll drop it.
Okay.
I was under the impression we could just both have the number.
Nope.
That way in case-
After what I found with Bohemian, no, apparently.
Okay.
So then we're gonna head to the Empire.
You guys start heading to the Empire. You make your way through Variety Bog. You kind of just head towards the wall, because when you hit the outer wall, then you just go to it till you find an exit and make your way from there. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Real quick, before we end, he will tell Trolli and Igneas about what he discovered with Bohemian.
Okay. Fair enough. Also, actually, before we end, because I meant to offer to you and I forgot, I know we balance it with per long rest, but I understand why you did it this long rest. If Kit wants to read while just riding in the car.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, and then, side note, that doesn't affect anything. She's gonna give you your greater heat potion back.
Oh, thank you.
I assume my potion as well.
Yes, because she did not use them.
Didn't end up needing.
Well, she was trying not to use them.
Well,
I don't think you ever got hit other than getting knocked across the room.
Yeah. She was trying to rest as, not be part of it.
So I'm going to read this to you. If you have any questions, let me know, and then we're cutting
Okay.
it. So as you're riding in the back of this cart, making your way to the city, oh shit, I didn't read the diary last night, and you take it out. And Cynthia, I don't know what you've done or how you've done it, but somehow those things, I suppose though, who am I to judge? The further my Gumpla gets into development, the further an abomination it becomes. The further an abomination I become. Your rock golems seem no different. Chunks of the land you fight so desperately for, given cognizance in order to aid your efforts. Did you not have enough people willing to fight on your side? Perhaps that should be some inclination that your cause is short of worthwhile. Or perhaps you lack the number of soldiers needed because you've already lost so many. If anything, that should be an indication of given now. And on top of that, you can't even unify your rock monstrosities. It's not as though I haven't seen a few of them joining my side mid-fight. As much as they may disgust me, another blade swinging in my name shall never be turned down. I've even heard your cries for your brother. I'm sure a man as smart as he has realized the futility of your cause and gone into hiding. Give up, Cynthia. Come back to me. Count Chocula the 50th.
I don't.
Did he say gum plug?
Gumpla, Gumpla.
I doubt I've ever heard of that.
No.
Kid's just gonna finish reading and just
What's going on?
Are you aware of where your people came from?
well, we come from the garden, of course.
No, I mean when you were created.
The garden.
Apparently. You were created by... It's Cynthia...
Parfait.
Parfait. You were created by Cynthia Parfait, the first of the lines that ran the confectionery court.
Igneas, roll a history check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that can't be right. That's not how that works. Eight.
Yeah, you're like that. I've literally never heard of that, and it doesn't make sense.
That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. That's not how it works.
The diary said that Cynthia created...
Diary.
I borrowed a diary from the Queen.
Oh.
It was the book that I asked for when we left.
Oh, okay. Whose diary is it?
Chocula the 50th's.
Really?
Why did you take that?
I just wanted to learn about the history of the war, and the Queen said I could borrow it.
How old is that?
Quite old.
And it says that in it.
It is detailed that not only was Chocolate the 50th working on some project called Gumpla, but that also Cynthia created the golems. Now, I guess technically that might not be the case. This is from Chocula's perspective. But according to him, Cynthia created the golems to fight the war with her.
Well, he must be mistaken. I mean, how would he know that?
Well, he was there the whole time.
He
According
wouldn't.
to him, the golems weren't there, and then suddenly Cynthia brought them to the battlefield.
Maybe that's a coincidence of timing.
I don't know.
Maybe he's assuming that.
I'll
Have you read the whole diary, or are you still going through it?
still going through it. It's very old. Even flipping through the pages too much could destroy it.
Well, make sure you hang on to that.
Yeah,
Don't let anything in
be
the Empire
careful
take
with
that.
it. And
Of course.
I want to know what's more in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you find out anything else, let me know. I want to
I-
know what he says.
I will. It keeps... The Gumpla project is... He keeps saying it's some huge war-ending weapon, but I've never heard of anything like that. And apparently it had been brought up before that, even,
Why would
from one of his ancestors.
Hold on. Why would he need a war-ending weapon when there were no other wars?
I don't know.
Were they going to start one, do you think?
He was trying to finish one.
But-
According to this was Chocula the 50th versus the Parfaits.
Yes, but you said a second ago that they'd been working on this project even before this time.
Yeah.
Did I misunderstand that?
No.
Why would they be making a weapon like that if there was no war at that time?
The Choculas have always desired power. It was most likely just a preventative thing. I don't know. I'll keep reading.
Just make sure you hang on to that. Don't give that to anybody.
Right. And he'll put the diary away.
Okay. And with that properly, we will end our session.
Cool.